Process planning. Transferring data. Activated.
Good morning. Welcome to Peter versus the Machine. I am Peter, and the machine is right over there. Actually, it's right down there in my laptop, but the monitor is here. So that's where I'll be looking, watching every little thing that they do, the machine does. We are continuing our coverage of Civilization 5. I started a game in honor of my dad because he and I played a lot, and I will get back to the Civ 6 game eventually. Although I'm really having fun with the Civ 5 game. It is going to be close. I mean, it is like, it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I made a crucial mistake earlier on the tech tree or not. But hey, we are back I'm back from Gen Con. Hey, by the way, while I'm chatting, I'm going to switch to this picture, this window. I've noticed here, like, this is like the main menu for Civ 5, and they've updated a lot of the art. So if you're an old Civ 5 fan, you haven't loaded it recently. Okay, now this piece of art is typical, but this is new. Like, wow, this is cool. I don't know, maybe it was somebody online, some fan went and did it, but they got a whole bunch of new art that's cycling through on Civ 5. Anyway, back from Gen Con. Gen Con was fantastic. We broke a new record. If you hadn't heard, 70,500 unique attendees. I don't know how many 100,000 that is turnstile, but that's good news. So to be back to where we were before the pandemic, finally, phew, thank God. I had a great time at Gen Con. Gen Con was over officially a week ago yesterday on Sunday. A week ago today, Dee and I were flying home along with my cousin Nicole, and we've been kind of recovering ever since then. There have been some repercussions, shall we say, from being around that many people. Came home with con crud, at least, something like that. Aramoia Fleece, good morning. Thank you. I'm glad you love Civ 5. I do too. I love Civ 5 and I love Civ 6. I can't decide actually which one I like better. Whichever one I'm playing, I'm whining about the things I'm missing from the other one. That's kind of where I'm at. But at the same time, I haven't played Civ 5 in like 2 years because I've been playing a lot of Civ 6, and I'm really enjoying going back to it. Like, I'm like, wow, it's just so much. It's just simpler in some level, although in some ways harder, if that makes any sense. I don't know. And good morning, Gen Con TV. And thank you. Civ 4, Aromia, Civ 4 was your intro. Yeah, I am a latecomer to the Civilization franchise. I didn't start until Civ 5 when my dad introduced me to it. He's like, son, you gotta play this game. Okay. I don't like video games, Dad. Yeah, well, you gotta my dad actually liked video games more than I did. I played very few video games. Part of it is I'm slow. Okay, I play slow, I deliberate, so I don't like anything with fast reflexes. I never could do the online MMO type games, but Civilization is a turn-based game, and so if I do play a video game, it's going to be a turn-based strategy game. Let's see, that's right, it's a punny name. I missed that. Over my head. Wow, I'm just still enjoying the cool art. Yeah, this art just showed up somehow. Anyway, whatevs. All right, let's get playing. By the way, I will be let's hit the load screen. Start PVM Peter vs. Machine China. I am playing China. It's turn 188. I am playing on epic speed, so that's again part of me being slow. I like to play on epic. Marathon's a little too slow for me. Standard speed's a little too fast for me. It's in terms of how fast you go through the technology trees. I am here to teach Civ 5 and teach games that we're playing, but I'm not going to. This is the fourth game in the series, so I'm not. If you're looking how to play Civ 5 from scratch, I would suggest backing up to the beginning of this series. Or there are some great YouTubers out there who've got and Twitch streamers that stream this that are better than I am. So you can. This is certainly not your only option for finding out how to play. I like to play strategy games. I figure, why not play them on Twitch? I mean, why not? And I like to talk about strategy games. I'll teach you what I know, but I don't claim to be one of the great players. If you know Civ 5 better than I do, if you have ideas, I'd love to up my game by learning more about how to do well. Okay, so Aroma play on Aroma. Fleece play on Files. Oh, my druid had a lot of ion stones around her head. Okay, ion stones, I understand totally. Okay, so the situation here is I'm playing China. Beijing's my capital. Guangzhou, Shanghai are the two cities that I've founded. I also have Tenochtitlan. That doesn't sound like a Chinese city. You're right. That was the capital of the Aztecs. So I am playing a warmonger. I'm playing domination, going for a domination victory, which is take all the capitals on the map. It's an 8-player game, so 1 down, 6 to go. Plus my own makes 8. It is on the tech tree. We are just getting into the medieval age. Speaking of which, I am beelining for machinery. Machinery will give me a China unique unit called a Chukonu, which is a replacement for the crossbow. It automatically fires twice around, so it is amazing. It is the primary reason to play China is for this unit, in my opinion. The other great thing about China is that it generates great generals faster than normal, and the great generals are better. So for China, it's awesome for domination. The other thing it has going for is got a unique building called the Paper Maker, which is the same thing as a library, but adds 2 gold. So slight gold advantage when playing China in the early game until 2 gold isn't that big a deal. Okay, so that's where we're at on the tech tree. The key mistake we may have made, there's a more experienced Civ player that sometimes joins us during his lunch hour named Nate Christie. He was really questioning my judgment when I went for metal casting before education. Because science is super important in Civ 5. It is, it's super critical. It's also really particularly important for warmongers because you want to have superior technology than the people you're fighting, or at least on par technology. You don't want to be going up against their Gatling guns with your spearmen, right? Okay, so that's important. So we are building universities in 3 of our cities. So we are racing to get back to try and hopefully correct that mistake and get good on science, if not grammar. Where we're at on the demographics here, I haven't shown you this. If you've been watching my other videos, I don't think I've shown you this this chart here. It's this thing that looks like a chart icon up in the upper right. You click on that, and it tells you in these different categories where you rank. Now, Civ 6 gives you a lot more data than this. It tells you exactly what the point value of your army is and every other army and gold production, everything. Civ 5 is a little more cagey about how much information it gives you. So it'll say, let's say literacy, it'll say, where am I ranking? I'm ranked 7th place out of 8 civs. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Also says that I'm 28% the way through the tech tree. It tells me who's best. Babylon is best at 36%. It says the average is 31%. So my 28 compared to 36, that's not good, but it's not like it's 28 compared to 50% or something. The Aztecs are the worst in every category right now because we just pummeled them and took their capital. So they're hurting pretty bad. But it doesn't really tell you where some of the other civs are. Now it's saying Persia up here is best in population, crop yield, manufacturing good, and GMP. Brazil is best in land. Military might best are the Huns. Thank God they're a long ways away. Approval, that's happiness, that's Brazil. Okay, fine. And Babylon is highest in science. So anyway, that's a pretty good thing to pop open once in a while and see where you stand. So what I want to do, my strategy for the mid game, Aromia, I go for science and diplomatic victories. Not good at warmongering. Well, it's weird. When I play Civ 6, for some reason, I had no idea why, when I play Civ 6, I tend to be less interested in warmongering and more interested in cultural victories, diplomatic victories, what have you. But when I play Civ 5, I don't know. I just feel like it's a really good war game in a way, and it's what I tend to drift to. Now, my strategy is... by the way, I'm also playing on level 7, which is Immortal. Civilization is 8 levels, 1 through 8. I'm not quite at level 8. I'm not sure I'm at level 7 either, but I try to set these games that I'm playing to be where it's kind of like, okay, what's a good match, right? I don't want to walk away with it. I also don't want to just automatically get wiped out either. That's no fun when you're on a public stream, but it might happen in this game. We'll see. Okay. My strategy in this part of the game, what I want to do is I want to build up, I'm going to get promotions for my units. And so I want to go to war a lot. I want to be fighting and fighting and fighting almost all the time. Even if I don't think there's a good chance of getting an enemy city or an enemy capital, if I can be fighting and getting my units to improve. And the reason for that is that I am just a few turns away from getting the Chokuno unique unit for the replacement for the crossbow, and I will be trying to upgrade all of my composite archers to that unit, and it has a rate of fire of 2, and that's really powerful. So I'm entering the era where China is particularly powerful compared to other civs, and so I really need to take advantage of it. And I want to get my archers. There's different types of promotions you can get, and 2 of the classic ones are bonus on plain in flat terrain and bonus in rough terrain. And you can get that 3 times, and they all stack, and you just get better and better. So like this archer here, if I pop him open, you look down here, and you see that down the bottom left, you see I've got this first promotion plus 15% ranged combat strength against units in open. And then I have it again, and then I have it again. Now, if I get another promotion, the third one unlocks a promotion that gives me +1 range or +1 attack. Now, I'm going to have 2 attacks anyway, but that +1 range is really, really good. Eventually the 2 attacks will be really, really good too, but because what it does is it lets you get in a position to fire at cities and they can't fire back. Yeah, and that's huge. So, but I've got to get a lot of these guys. I've got a couple guys. I got 3 promotions that are close to getting that, but a lot of these guys have ways to go. So, I need to continue getting back on track with science. That's why I'm building universities. Tenochtitlan is very undeveloped in terms of infrastructure. I need to build it up. I need to get more ground units to support my guys. And I am going to go to war, and I think I'm going to go to war against the Persians. Now, this is very dangerous because the Persians are way more powerful than I am, so I'm going to be relying on just being more skillful than the AI, which, okay, that's good. It's possible to be more skillful than the AI. The AI doesn't always play that well, but it can really overwhelm you with numbers. Also, Persia is dangerous because they have a golden age ability that when they're in a golden age, all the units get an extra movement point and a slight combat strength bonus. And that extra movement point makes them have a really strong punch that they can, and I don't want to lose units. When you're playing Warmonger, one of the most important things to do is, 1, be patient and try not to lose units. It's every time you lose a unit, think of that as is a significant defeat. And so I will be playing pretty slowly and cautiously to try and avoid losing units. Okay, I'm also going to have to be really risky of taking most of my units up here towards Persia to fight. I'm not going to go after Persia though until I get my Chukonu, and again, the Chukonu come with machinery. I'm going to have that in about 18 turns. So I've got a short period of a few turns where I'm going to try and build up gold. I got 248 gold, which is nice, but I'm only generating 2 gold per turn, and I need to get that up because each of these upgrades are going to cost a bunch of money. I don't know how much. I just don't remember, but okay. Well, let's. I'm talking instead of thinking. Now you need to think for just a minute. To get more gold, I need to. I also need to be building population and infrastructure as aggressively as possible up to the happiness. I can't let my happiness go below 0. That's not good. Okay, so I got to go through and check my cities. This is a little bit tedious, but what I want to do is make sure that each city has good food surplus, but also that's the most important thing, but also make sure that it's got good production. Plus 20 production is decent. 16 might be really more than I need. I might switch. I'm on food focus up here. That means if I'm not locking in a citizen working a particular tile, it will it'll prioritize food. I think I might move one of these guys, lock down one of these mines here. So now my food surplus went to 14. My production went to 23. Shaves off a couple turns to getting my university and which is science. That's really important. Okay. I also want to make sure I'm picking up any gold. Like here, this cotton is I got that locked to make sure I'm getting the 3 gold from the cotton. And pretty soon I'll have a market that will help my gold situation. I also need to have caravans. And we'll need to get a caravan going. So I could have at most 2 trade routes, and caravans and cargo ships are the 2 types of trade routes, so the equivalent of the trader in Civ 6. Okay, so when I get a chance, I need to build one more of those. I'm going to build the Circus Maximus eventually. That's what's called a national wonder. That is something Civ 6 doesn't have, I don't think, is the category of a national wonder, which means you can only have one of them, but every Civ can have it, and it gives +5 to happiness, so that's really good. Okay, so Shanghai is only +4 food. That's really not very good, and I don't see an easy way to address it here. I could... I also need the production. It's not very good. Shanghai is just not a great city. I'm talking about in this game, not real life. In real life, it's a great city. I've been there. It's amazing. Okay, I don't see much I can do to improve the situation with this city. It's just going to be a slow developer until I could start sending it food with cargo ships. Okay, Guangzhou is an amazing city because it has Lake Victoria. It is. I'm happy with how it's doing. It's got unemployed citizen here. Let's put it in. Let's put it in the market because I need more money. Yeah, that's interesting. We'll go back. Did I miss this opportunity here? No, not really. Beijing. Missed an opportunity here. No, not really. Okay. Okay, Tenochtitlan is going to grow in 2 turns. It's got +5 food. It's not great, but it's okay. It's going to grow in 2 turns anyway, so that's good. Then it'll get its aqueducts finally, and then it'll start working on the university. Aqueducts are really important for growing your cities. What they do is they work a little differently than in Civ 6. They allow you to carry forward some of your food how much food you need to increase your population. Each time you increase, you get to carry some of it forward to the next time. So it's pretty significant. Good morning, Armando. Good to see you. Cheers. Okay, I've looked at all the cities, so let's get really not a lot we need to worry about in terms of where our troops are. This guy is my scout, so we're just going to keep exploring. We want to find out the extent of the Persian Empire. So that scout is going to go kind of around. I'm kind of leaving my guys out. There's not much to do with my guys until in a few turns. I'll start bringing them back to Guangzhou. I'll start promoting them best I can, and then we're going to go after the Persians. Are we winning? I don't know. We're not losing. Not that we know. I can purchase with faith. Okay, do I have a... What can I purchase with faith? I can purchase a monastery. Okay, so I just founded a religion recently, and so the Tao symbol here in Beijing means that Beijing follows my religion, which is Taoism, and my first priority would be to get my other cities to also follow Taoism. So instead of purchasing a monastery, which I could buy, I'm going to save up and get a missionary so I can go convert my other two cities. I started to say earlier, and I'm not sure I actually finished the sentence before I get distracted. Yeah, I'm not explaining everything about Civ 5 here because there's a lot to explain, and this is the 4th episode of the series, but I definitely recommend that if you're interested in learning Civ 5, you need to go back and watch earlier videos or watch somebody else online, because I'm not explaining everything. I'm just going to try and cover what I think is new compared to stuff that I've covered on prior episodes. Hey, we're just keeping an eye on the Persians up here. We also have Carthage has these African forest elephants. Those are really nasty. And the reason I chose going after the Persians next instead of the Carthaginians, if we look at kind of the big map down here, you can see down at the bottom the green city. Whoops. My mouse just tends to get out of control once in a while. From where we're at, the Carthaginians are up here. It's just far enough away that it's a pain in the butt to go after them. First of all, these Aztec cities are in the way. But that also serves as kind of a shield. I'm not saying that Carthage won't come after us, but I don't think it's not as likely with these Aztec cities in the way and how far away we are. But Persia's a lot closer to us. The other reason I want to go after Persia is they are a wonder hog. They have all sorts of wonders, and they have one of the wonders that I like most. And by the way, here in the upper right, the diplomacy icon lets you find out. If you click on the sub-tab Global Politics, you can scroll down and you can find out what, in this third column, what civilizations have which wonders. So Persia, Darius, has Notre Dame. Notre Dame is plus 10 happiness. Warmongers are always worried about happiness. I don't know why. You would think our people would be really thrilled and excited all the time at all the places we're conquering. No, it doesn't work that way. It's a really, really great wonder to get, and Darius has it. And in fact, I think if you zoom in on a city and you kind of know what the wonders look like, you can kind of find it. I think it's right there. I think that is Notre Dame. It's possible I'm misreading that. It's not in Susa. I zoom in on Susa. It's not there. I don't see anything there other than just normal buildings. And obviously the Persians have other cities up here that I want to go and discover so that I can zoom in and see where they're at. But it would be great to get to take Persepolis and Notre Dame. that would be really nice. Okay, let's just kind of flip through, get going. After that, Sweden. Sweden has my other favorite wonder, which is the Great Wall, which is really huge for warmongers because it's so difficult to take a city that has it. Actually, to take any city in an empire that has Great Wall. It doesn't matter which city the Great Wall is in. If it's in your empire, all your cities are protected by the Great Wall, and it's pretty huge defense. Also means that we can't go after Sweden. They're too tough until we get artillery. Tillin has grown. Okay, so good. Are we still happy with where everybody's placed? Yeah, I think it's not very. No. Let's get a little bit more food production going over here. Let's go here and there. Okay, so yeah, 13 turns until another citizen instead of 27. That's way better. Production went down a little bit, but we need to if we get the population up, then the production gets better. Yep, that's fine. Okay. Figuring out. Oh, and speaking of wonders, Persia just built the Hagia Sophia. Yeah, Persia's just getting juicier and juicier as a target. Okay. When do we get another culture, social policy? 12 turns. Okay. Yep, look at all those Persians. They don't like me sitting right there on their border. It's making them nervous. That's fine. Okay, let's go up here. Okay, we'll have to circle back around. And I got another scout on the other side. Walk around. Scouts are the only unit that actually you don't worry too much about them dying, because in Civ 6 they become obsolete. In Civ 5 you can keep upgrading them, but Civ 6 there's no upgrade path. There's promotions you can get, but it only takes you so far. One of the things I'm going to do is, well, I am going to take I'm going to take at least one, maybe two workers up here to start cutting down trees to help in. I have to figure out exactly how I want to do that, how to do it in a smart way, but improve the ability of my archers to fire if there aren't trees in the way in certain situations. Also, it will improve my visibility. Add a lot of traffic to the ally. Okay. Talking about another 13 turns. Okay. Plus 7. Let's make sure we're selling everything we can sell. This is a good thing for money. If you have extra luxury resources, this menu up here on the left, the double fishes, this chevron pops down, double fishes here, shows any duplicates you have. By the way, I'm using an interface that is pretty much de facto standard as far as I know in the Civ 5 community, called the Enhanced User Interface. And if you do a Google search, Civ 5 Enhanced User Interface, it's on a website called Civ Fanatics, which is a great source for strategy guides and stuff like that for Civ 5. Find the Enhanced User Interface, download it, install it, and your interface will look like my screen does, and which is significantly enhanced from the standard interface. Yeah, mods like that are not quite as easy to install in Civ 5. Civ 6 has really made the interface for installing mods a lot easier, slicker, stuff like that. Civ 5 has a few raw edges in terms of how it feels. Okay, I've got the guild's tech, guild's tech. So now we're going for machinery. The guild's tech, most importantly for us, allows building the trading post. The trading post, which becomes better later on when we get economics, actually starts to make jungle tiles useful, which is why I do sometimes keep a couple jungle tiles handy, or instead of chopping down. Also in Civ 5, chopping down jungles doesn't give you bonuses like it does in Civ 6, so only forests do that. Okay, there's no. We keep exploring up here. Oh, there's Passagarde. Okay, I don't have a good view into it yet. Gotta see if I can clear the fog around it. Maybe the Persians. We are not at war yet. They might be willing to trade open borders with me. Yeah, so that I can go into their territory and scout it out. Huh, what does that say? Okay, let's go up here. The Civ 5 code is definitely less efficient. It takes longer between turns. Civ 6, like the code just whips through and it's back to your turn really fast. But Civ 5 takes a while. Okay, now it's our turn again. Let's go. Panama wants first. Great, good for them. And so I think what I want to do is I want to cut down these jungle spots here. As soon as I declare war on Persia, it's going to become a very tactical game for a while, which I like. And it's that old adage of I want to be close enough I can hit you, but just far enough away that you can't hit me. And what that means is I need to be able to see what the Persians are up to. And I'm not going to be able to sit on top of this hill once I go to war because he has a range of 2 with the cities, and you try not to be in range of a unit that can attack you. And so, all right, but we got time to think about that. Yeah, we're just going to go right into his territory and walk around and see what's in here. Nice. No, I don't need open borders with you, Brazil. Nebuchadnezzar is a threat to... No, so the Huns want me to join in a war against the Babylonians. No, sorry. Later, we'll be happy to, but not now. It's going to be a long time before we're ready to go to war with the Babylonians. We're going to have bombers by then, I'm pretty sure. Okay, now I can see all of Passagarde and the hexes around it. So I don't see... It looks like all his wonders, except for maybe that one. That might be the Colosseum, actually, which isn't that interesting. So I think all his wonders he's been building are here, and I think I see the Temple of Artemis, I see Chichen I see Notre Dame. That might be the Colosseum. The Colosseum looks kind of like a... Well, the Colosseum, yeah, I'm getting my 2 versions of Civ mixed up. I don't really mean the Colosseum, I mean something else. Coliseum's a normal building, so it's not a wonder. In fact, I have them too. Look at my cities. There's my Coliseum. All right. Well, we're going to get... Yeah, I think what I'm going to want is these all these jungles chopped down. So I think that the main way I want to attack is this way. The downside to chopping down the jungles is the jungles give me a bonus on my defense strength for the units that are in there. But they also block lines of fire, and I have a lot of archers and I need lines of fire. So I think I don't need to start moving guys back just yet, but I'm gonna start moving the guys that are furthest away back towards Guangzhou. Oh, I know. I was looking to see if there was anything I could sell for money. Okay, up here I have horses and iron, and we need to see if we can sell these off to anybody. Anybody wants to buy these. I'm gonna try to avoid selling them to Persia. I don't want to give them more war resources, but I'll sell to them if I have to. Okay. Okay. A really good price to get is 2 gold for 1 horse or iron. But it's hard to get, and the 2-to-1 ratio only apply. You only get it, I think on level 7 it's just really hard to get. Period. So I'm gonna offer. Let's see, how much iron do I have? I got 5 iron. Okay, 5 iron, and let's ask for 9 gold. See if I get it. No, so that's 8 gold. I'm gonna get the best price from Brazil if he's willing to take it. Yeah, 7 for 5. That's about as good as I think I'm going to get. I'm not willing to sell all my horses though, because I want to build. I've got 1 horseman. I probably want to build at least 1 more, maybe 2. So that means I need 2 more horses. I could sell 3. Well, let's stick with Brazil and see if they've got plenty of money. So let's see if I can sell 3 horses to them. Let's try for 5 gold per turn. We'll try 4. No. Let's see if I can get somebody else to buy them. The Huns, they don't have any money. Carthage. I don't know if she needs horses for her elephants. Do her elephant units need horses? Probably not. She doesn't seem to care for them either. Let's try the Babylonians. Oh, Babylonians, this little icon means that supposedly they want horses. I find that little hint to be sometimes useful. Let's try for 4. There we go. Okay, they did give me a better price than other people turned it down. Okay, so now my gold's up to 17 per turn. So in 10 turns, when I get machinery, that's 170 gold. I should be able to have enough gold on hand to upgrade at least 2, 3, probably 3, maybe 4 of my composite bowmen to Konus. And then we are going to go to war. All right, let's just things going. Oh, good morning, Pixies and Pins. I know who you are. We are not triumphing yet. Well, we crushed the Aztecs, but this game is not going to be over in an episode or 2. This is going to take some time, and this is going to be a bit of a slog for a while until we get bombers and tanks and can move faster. Okay, so Beijing just got another. They just got their population. Okay, so still plus 14 people. Next turn we'll have. Okay, so the other thing we have to watch is happiness. We've got 3 happiness, and when we get to, we can't let our happiness go into the negatives. So every population increase lowers our happiness by 1. So this is where this little summary up here is really useful, because it's telling me the green number by each of my cities is how many turns it's going to be until that city goes up in population. So if I've got 3 happiness, I can do 3 population increases before I have a problem. So I've got, most of my cities are not going to increase population till 8 or 10 turns. So I'm okay for a while, but I need to keep an eye on this, or I will get in trouble. And building Circus Maximus, let's go ahead and queue that up. We're going to do it after the university. We're going to start working on that. That'll be a huge help. I believe in you too, Pixies and Pins. Okay. I wonder what Persia's going to think of me chopping down jungles outside their city. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. This scout, let's go up here. What I like to do is get my scouts kind of in behind Persia, so that when I go to war with Persia, they can go look for caravans to raid, which will give me money and it will take away money from them, which is a good trade. Okay, this great. Okay, every once in a while the Aztecs are just going to taunt me. They're just going to say something nasty to me because I took their capital. I get it. Oh, it's always nice to see my favorite city-state again. Thank you. Oh, Montezuma enjoys his petty torments. That's a line from Silence of the Lambs. Okay, Shanghai has grown to 7. Okay, great. Am I still happy with where everybody is working? I think I am. It's 4, 8. And now I am down to 2 happiness because Shanghai grew. And so I've got 9 turns till I bottom out on happiness. Shanghai's going so slow. I hate that. But it's building universities. I can't compromise its production, so that's fine. So thanks to Nick Christie, who gave me a great tip about using cargo ships to send food back and forth between my 2 coastal cities to really give a huge growth bump. I will be doing that, but it's going to take a while before I get to it. Okay, let's... The reason this worker is here, by the way, is so that I can spot these hexes, keep them visible. Barbarian encampments can only spawn in a hex that no civilization or city-state can see. So I'm using Panama City as a primary trading partner. So I got trade routes going to Panama City. As I get more, if I do another caravan, it will probably go to Panama City, just so that I have one place that I can protect. I was having this guy down here just to reduce the chance of barbarians spawning down here, but I think I'd rather have access to this worker, and if the barbarians spawn, they spawn, and we'll take care of them as we need to. Okay. I think I want to start heading back with some of my guys. this guy's going to come here, and this guy's going to start chopping down that jungle. It's funny, you anthropomorphize the AIs like, hey, why? They've got to be really upset about this. But if they're not programmed to be upset about it, then they're not upset about it. Okay, Tyre is... I met Tyre. Great. Hi, Tyre. So this is what I mean about being behind Pescagarde, behind the Persians. If their trade routes... We've got a bunch of mountains here just due east of their capital. They can't go through there. So their trade routes are going to come through here if they're going to Tyre or Sweden over here, or through this gap here. Ultimately, I'd love to get scouts in those spots. Or they also could be trading westward over to Carthage. That might be out of their range, though. And I'm guessing the Aztecs aren't as profitable. So I'm thinking this is going to be a very juicy area to be looking for caravans moving a little more. But let's got a few turns before we have to worry about that. Oh, Brazil would like to be friends. Yes, let's be friends with Brazil. The danger of being friends is if you attack somebody who's a friend, like oh yeah, let's sell salt to Persia, sure. Persia is friendly to us, but we're not technically friends. We don't have a formal declaration of friendship. I would not want to have one with Persia since I'm thinking about attacking them. If you attack if you do declare war on somebody who is your declared friend, you have a big warmonger penalty for doing that. And I don't think I'm going to be attacking Brazil anytime soon. So, even though they are on my borders, but by being friends, they're less likely to attack me, and I want to keep, for me to be able to go to war with the Persians, I need to. I'm going to be vulnerable to some extent to the other civs on my borders, which are Brazil and the Aztecs. So that's a great opportunity for me to do. Okay, so I'm going to. This is my Super Scout over here. This is my favorite unit. It's an archer that was promoted from a scout, which happens only if you get the if you find the right goody hut, ruins, to get that promotion. So it's a hard unit to get, but it carries the scout ability to ignore terrain costs through now as an archer, which is just really, really awesome. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm prioritizing getting the units I have with the most promotions, and the unit I have, the Super Scout, are the first ones that are going to get upgraded. So my Super Scout, it only has 2 promotions, but it's my Super Scout. And then this unit here has 3, and this unit here has 3. Those are the ones I'm going to upgrade first. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And yeah, hi. Persians might end up just declaring war on me first. I mean, they might not even wait. Okay. This guy needs to really hustle to get over to where I want him. It's tempting to. Yeah, it's tough to know whether I should hustle him as fast as possible to get over to help with going against caravans, or should I take the time to clear all this fog? I think I am going to actually take the time to clear all this fog. The war of Persia is going to last a long time, unless he kicks my butt. Because I'm fighting a superior foe, so I'm going to be fighting very, very cagey sort of way. Okay, we're going to move another worker up to help with the project deforestation. Yeah, yeah, the Persians got a little bit of an army up here that they're circling. I don't like that knight. Knights are pretty tough, giving me pause, but I've got to do it. Okay, let's get this guy down here. This guy here. I'm getting all my archers down to Guangzhou, so when I get machinery, they're in the right place where I need them to get their upgrades. This guy. Okay, I got 2 workers heading up to the front lines. So this worker is going to run around and opportunistically. I have guilds now. Okay, so I'm going to take this worker up here and build a trading post in the jungle. So that's what you want to do with jungle hexes. It's once you have universities and economics, those hexes will produce 2 food and 2 gold and 2 science. So it can make a little bit of a difference on your science game, and science is really important. So it's probably worth doing. It always feels like not that much science, but remember you get multipliers from different things, so yeah. I wish I knew a way. I was searching on the internet trying to find it. I couldn't find any answer to the question of how to tell whether another Civ is in a golden age or not. If anybody knows how to do that, I'd love to know. There was something about some sort of emblem that when you change eras, like when you go into the Renaissance age or whatever, there's some way of looking for a badge or something. So maybe when we do a new era, I will search for that and see if I find it. Okay, all my best promoted composite bowmen are in the spots closest to going to war. They're all in Guangzhou. They're just waiting for the new technology, the Virding modules. Soon we will no longer need the Virding modules. Okay. My wife's rolling her eyes over there. Yep. Oh yeah, see? Right there is a Persian caravan. So as we find these, we're going to take a little mental note of where the route is. So this caravan is going from Persepolis to Tyre. Right along this road here. Okay, just make a little mental note. And let's go here. Let's see. Let me see if I can get open borders with the Babylonians. You don't want to sustain open borders on an ongoing basis with other civs, especially if they're a cultural powerhouse, because that will improve their they don't want to do that. Well, I'm not going to pay them for it, so forget it. If you're going for a cultural victory in Civ 5, Civ 6 too, I think, for that matter, getting a open borders with other civs will help your culture spread to their culture faster, which is what you're trying to do. So having open borders with other civs is dangerous to do, at least for long periods of time, especially as the further the game goes. Early in the game, it's less of an issue. Okay, this worker, where do I want him to go? Okay, I got that worker going there. I think I'm gonna get this. I like to put a worker here I'm using workers kind of as scouts a little bit to curb the barbarians from spawning in places that I really, really don't want them to, like right on my road that connects Tetlan to my capital. Don't want that to happen. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep selling dice to Persia until go to war. Okay. Okay, 3 more turns. Let's put it here. And I've got up to 400 gold. So I'm thinking I'll get... I honestly don't remember how much gold it's going to take to upgrade. Let's see. I want to build a trading post here. Let's start doing that. And here's my caravan in Beijing. I'm going to send it to Panama City again. I'll be able to clear a little bit of this fog down here by... When I say clear the fog, that's just DNI's word for like scouting new territory. But it's all covered by fog until you clear the fog, then you can see it. Okay, let's see if there's other trading routes. This one, by the way, is going to Brasilia. Okay, that's interesting to know. If we do this right, whatever money that we're short in terms of upgrading our army, however much we're short, we'll make up for it in looting these trading routes. So, by the way, sending a... Wait, I thought I had another worker going up there. Oh, that's the one I deflected to go there. But I have a worker down here. What do I have? 3 workers? 4 workers. Where's my 4th one? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, let's see. I do want to get one more worker to the front. Once. And I guess it's a matter of, do I want to keep this thing spotted? Yeah, I do. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on the trading post for a while. I might as well pop back up on this hill, annoy the Persians. I moved this swordsman over here because that's the next hex I want to clear the jungle of. And so by putting my swordsman there, the Persians can't go in and occupy it and prevent me from occupying it. Oh, look at all these missionaries. Okay, I don't really care. This is another... Sweden is right here. Stockholm's right there. I wouldn't be surprised if the Persians have a trading route going along here somewhere. Okay, we're going to come down here. Okay, that guy can just sit and stew. So he's keeping... This worker here is keeping barbarians from spawning a new camp along this road. That's why I'm doing it. It'd be a real pain in the butt if they were to do that. Okay, 2 turns until I get my upgrades. Then we'll be moving out. So I got the universities finished in Beijing and Guangzhou. You see my science is up to 106. Culture's only 14. That's not good. May adopt a policy. Oh, okay. So this is good. This is probably another questionable decision. The really important trees here are commerce and rationalism. Rationalism's not open yet. not available yet. That will improve science. When it becomes available, it's basically ignore every other option and put every social policy into rationalism. Commerce is great because it helps with money. We need lots of money for upgrading units and for maintaining a large army. Also, the very end of the commerce tree is protectionism, which gives you +2 happiness for every luxury resource. And happiness is a big challenge for warmongers, so commerce is really good. But I'm going to take a one-step detour and open honor. I'm not going to grab any other social policies in honor, but by adapting honor, I get an alert of every time a barbarian outpost shows up in terrain that I have discovered, where I've cleared the fog. And that is really good because I'm going to have long borders. I'm going to have lots of areas in my rear lines where I don't know. And like all these units I have watching for barbarian camps, they're going to tell me if they show up. So, okay. So that's good. Like I worry about a barbarian camp in this area or this area or this area. Someplace barbarian camp showing up where the barbarians will come in and mess me up in the rear lines while I'm off going to war. So it's an expensive decision to do that. I'm not sure Nick would approve, but he's not here, is he? Is Nick here yet? So I found it really useful. Wow, look at we got 3 swordsmen and a knight up here. I'm definitely got the Persians' attention. It is dangerous to be sitting here 2 hexes away from his city, because if he declares war on me, not only can he hit me with all those units, he can have the town fire at me too. If he did a first strike, and if I was Persia, that's what I would do. But I'm not claiming to be an expert on what the AI does, but I've played a lot of games, and AIs don't seem to attack in this situation. They like to sneak attack. They like, if you're on their borders and you can look at their borders and you're watching them really closely, they tend not to mess with you, oddly. You know, like in this situation, if Tenochtitlan, if the Aztecs had an army, I'd be worried about them because I'm not over there on their border watching them. I'm a little worried about the Carthaginians, but you know, you're always worried. That's just being a warmonger. Okay, my units, next turn, start getting upgrades. This guy's coming up. Yeah, he definitely does not like the fact that I've got units on his board. But it doesn't mean he's going to do anything. Okay, my happiness is at 2, and I'm going to have... Oh, it's going to drop to 1 here in just a moment. Yep, my happiness is 1 because Tenochtitlan just grew population. Beijing is going to grow in 2 turns. I got 1 happiness. I'm going to get Circus Maximus in 11 turns. Guangzhou is going to grow before then, so I will have to put the brakes on population growth here before too long. Barbarian camp discovered over there. Okay, I'm not too worried about that. In Civ 5, you don't have to worry about barbarians quite as much as you do in Civ 6. Civ 6 barbarians are vicious, man. They can form raids that come after you. There's not that mechanic. They just kind of sometimes they'll come after you, but it's not as bad as Civ 6. You can kind of almost ignore them. Okay, Tenochtitlan is expand its population. Good, +7. It's good for growth. Still like that it's working on university. Oh, I just saw ironworks there. I forgot to build an ironworks. Okay, ironworks is a national wonder. You can only have 1 in your capital. one in your empire, but it's a big boost to production. Let's see, +8 production, so that's really good. If I wasn't so desperate for happiness, I would prioritize it before the Circus Maximus, but I need to put it. I need to wait till the Circus Maximus is done and then build the Ironworks, and then I will prioritize it above the market. Okay, yeah, Ironworks is really good. +8 production is huge. I mean, if you look at my production right now is 23. At 8, that's 31. That's almost a 50% increase in production. Also, anything else that's multiplier in production, it's a multiplier on that as well. So in fact, Beijing, my workshop, gives a plus 10% on production, in addition to the +2. So that +10 will apply to the 8 from the Ironworks. So, and we get factories, it all multiplies together, so it snowballs pretty nicely. Okay, so we have finished machinery. That's huge. Question is what to go after next. I think I'm going to go after chivalry next so that I can upgrade my horsemen to knights, because I'm going to need pikemen are nice, but they're not as... Pikemen have a strength of 16. Knights have a strength of 20. They're also fast. Knights in 6 turns. Okay, let's start upgrading units. Let's see, how much does it cost? We've been wondering that. Upgrading to a Chikonu costs 145. Okay, 145, 300. Okay, I think I'm going to be just... I'm going to have just enough to get 3 of them upgraded. I was hoping for more. Let's... Oops. Oh, come on, crazy mouse. Okay, let's go down here. Pause if I get my mouse too close to the edge of the screen. Accidentally go past. Starts doing weird things. Okay, so now I had enough gold to get 3 of them upgraded. The other 3 will have to wait. Clearly, I don't want to declare war right now, right this second, because these guys up here would be pretty screwed. So we'll start moving those guys up to the front next turn. These guys come up here. Probably want to clear out these jungle spots with a war. Maybe not. There's having workers when you go into war in Civ 5. Having workers handy is really good for a number of things. One is what I'm doing right now, clearing out jungle spots, or clearing out field of fire type stuff. The other thing is that you can pillage. In Civ 5, you can pillage anything, and it heals units. It's not just farms like in Civ 6. And then, but then you can take your worker into enemy territory and repair the field and pillage it again. Seriously, you can do that. Yeah, that's just crazy, but it lets you do that. So it lets you. We're gonna do it. It lets us do it. We're gonna do it. Choosing or not, here we come. All right. I think the Persians think something's up. What do you think? Except they don't think. I'm not talking about Persians in real life. Talking about Persians in the game. Persia the AI. What's it thinking when I've got 3 units on this border? Oh, now it's got more units. It's definitely... So, I'm glad it's sending more units down here. You're not going to be able to take... I'm not going to be able to take their cities until I've defeated their army. For the most part. Like, it's... You really want to... When you go to war, you got to kill the army. The problem is that the armies will sometimes hide behind the cities and make it hard to get to them. And then when you go out and charge the city, the army comes out and it engages. I don't mind if it's brain. And really, I really want Persepolis. But the thing I want the most is I want those promotions for my units. And that means I gotta go to war. I can't get them fighting barbarians. Just not enough of them out there to matter. Okay, so now these guys are going to move up so that when I do get the chance to promote them. They'll be closer to the front lines. Here come my Chukonus. All right. This guy's going to go up here. Okay, so a couple other things you can do with workers is that you can taunt. Basically, you put the worker out. AIs love to take your workers. It's almost like putting candy in front of a child, or chocolate in front of my wife. Hi, honey. It is like a magnet. So if you really want to destroy their army, it's having workers that you can put out there, and they'll coax them out of the city, take your workers, and then you kill their unit and take it back, and then do it again as best you can. It's it's tricky business, this warfare stuff. But okay, so looks like we have cleared the jungle here. Okay, we're going to go up here and see if we can clear that jungle and try to make this space all really open, a real killing fields situation. Oh, found our city-state. Finding most of the city-states. How many have we found, by the way? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's all of them. It's Civ 5 will do 2 city-states per Civ by default, and we didn't change it, so that's fine. So we've found all the civs, we found all the city-states. It's still good to clear as much as fog as possible so that in the late era, when the all-important strategic resources of coal and aluminum and oil show up, you know where they're at, because they'll be revealed to you if you've cleared the fog. So wow, got a lot of units. And he's got a lot of workers. So I do want to declare war here soon because I really need the money from looting a trade route. Let's see, Beijing has grown. Okay, now we are at 0 population, and we're going to get another population in 6 turns, which will send us into the negatives. We don't get Circus Maximus until 8 turns. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to put Guangzhou on no growth. And by the way, it has an unemployed citizen. That's horrible. So let's talk about specialists. This is a new topic I haven't talked about before in this series. It's similar to Civ 6, but I think in Civ 5 it feels more substantive. I'm not sure if that's right or if I'm just not appreciating them as much in Civ 6 as I should. But when you get the first, some of the special buildings give you an opportunity to assign citizens to work in those in extra citizens to focus on that thing. So university has 2 spots that I can put citizens to focus on extra science production. Markets have I can focus on gold production. Workshops and can focus on extra production. Also, they increase the rate of getting great people. And great people, great scientists are going to be really, really important for us. So now that we have universities, we're going to start putting citizens on the universities to increase the great scientist rate of production. I'll be pretty selective about using the other ones, although they're really nice. I'm going to let this market one slide. Actually, maybe not. Let me look at where. I do want the growth count, the food to keep going. I have avoid growth so that it won't increment the number of citizens, but you still want to let this green circle fill up. In other words, you want to, the way the citizen growth is working is that as you have excess food, it's accumulating a counter toward what it needs to grow the population by 1. So I still want to accumulate that counter, and I can do that without risking a happiness problem. And I can do that while the avoid growth is checked. Avoid growth just stops it from flipping into, in this case, 12 citizens from 11. So I think I'm pretty happy with the distribution of these guys. I might take this guy off the market and put him there on the science. Okay. And now that I have great universities in a couple places, I think I'm going to start doing this with, I'm going to start, as much as I want Beijing to grow as fast as possible, I also want more great scientists. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put on production focus for a while in Beijing, because I really need the Circus Maximus and the Ironworks. Ultimately, that will help my science to get both of those things. Cap Mojo, those other horses will have to come all the way home to upgrade. Yes, that's true. Yes, that's true. And that's in 4 turns. Oh, good point. Really good point. Yep, it's a great point. To come back here. Also going to need the money to upgrade them. Yep. And thank you. And we pillage you a second time. French. Thank you, Gabriel. Grouchy Monster. Jazz, Sousa, Phone. Okay. Oh, Barbarian Camp. Oh, Barbarian Camp here. That's not great news, but I think I'm just going to ignore it. Vanilla wants influence. Gonzalez ready for production. Let's see. What have I've got 1 swordsman. I've got 1 pikeman. No, I just built in our pikemen, so I have 2 pikemen. I could build. I'm going to want another knight. If I build horsemen, I think if I start building, sometimes I've never figured out exactly what the formula is on this, but if you start building a unit and then your technology improves in such a way that you now have a better unit on that tree, sometimes it changes it to that unit. So if I start producing a horseman, when I get the technology for knights, maybe it will switch that to a knight. Otherwise, I'm going to have to pay for it, and that would suck. So I think I better produce something else and come back to it. You know what I want to do? I'm going to produce a caravan. And I really need money. Money. Okay, these guys are winning. Oh, pikeman is coming up. Okay, so now I can take this guy away from there. Still, I can go over here. I just want to get 2 hexes. I want to be able to see around what's going on. I'm worried that he might attack me. I don't think he will. I don't think he's going to attack me. Okay, let's get this guy up there. And oops. No, I didn't do that. Start chopping on these woods. This guy's come up. It's coming up. This guy's coming up. Yep, Persia's definitely got an army. It's kind of scary how big the Persian army is actually right now. I'm definitely going to have to try and coax them to come away from the city, come to me a bit. Let's... I'm going to come over and find that caravan. Okay, so what? Well, let's not do too much analysis just yet until I'm actually ready to fight. Oh, here's a caravan too. This caravan is going along here. Okay, cool. And how many turns? I got 6 turns left here, 6 turns left here. Yeah. Oh, new unit from Sidon. What'd I get? I got a crossbow. What? Okay, that's funny. I got a crossbow from Sidon. Well, you know, that'll be a good guy to have in my rear lines to just kind of watch. The reason it's funny is because I've got, as China, I have the Chokonu, which are an improvement with the crossbow. Okay, let's see. Shanghai. Finished the market. Good deal. Can't do that. Okay, I've got all the core infrastructure stuff that I really need finished for that. Oxford University is going to wait. So let's get, I guess, another pikeman for now. Let's say I got both of my caravans coming. Okay. Then over here, we've got lots of infrastructure to do. Oh, here, let's do the circus. We'll get 2 more happiness. That'll be really, really useful. And I'm still on track to get the Circus Maximus in 6 turns, and my next grocer in 8 turns. So, okay, still good shape. Okay, let's here. Okay. Yeah, I don't actually think I'm strong enough to take on the Persians just yet. I just got to get a couple more guys upgraded. Although, you know, if I move further away from Susa, then I can't see as many of their units. Okay. Once we go to war, I can start raiding caravans. That'll really help get everybody upgraded. So... well, I think what I'm going to do is get this scout in position. And wait for this caravan. And that'll be the start of the war. The other thing to do is to look at which city-state, if you're about ready to go to war with somebody, look at which city-states they're allied with. So they're allied with Sidon. Sidon will then become my enemy. That could be a hassle. They could send troops in. I got this. Now I'm glad I have this crossbow in Beijing. That'll help. This fortress will also help if they come up that way. They've also got Colombo will be their ally. Is their ally, so I'll be at war with Colombo's a non-issue, and also Vancouver. Oh, Vancouver. Okay, so I have to be careful about, like, this guy will be my enemy when we go to war. So, okay, well, see, that's why it's good to know these things. Okay, these guys just have to wait till we have some money. There's more. I think the Persians might be coming after me. That would be great if they brought the war to me. But I do have to be careful. Okay, so what is the calculus I'm thinking about? Is if he's, I don't know if he's in a golden age. If he's in a golden age, it means all these guys that normally move 2 can move 3, which means that they have a much better range, more of a strike range. How much is it? I forget how much it costs to go into a swamp. Okay, come on. Let's find it this way. Terrain. Oh, it's called marsh up there instead of swamp. Hey, where's the swamp? Missing plains features. Marsh. It's called marsh. Okay. Movement. It costs 3 to enter marsh. Okay. So, like, this guy can't get to me because it would take him 4 move points to get to me. So what I want to do is I want to position so that it's difficult for him to get more than 1 unit to me. So, like, this guy could come over to here. Well, that's the other reason to wait a little bit on the wars, to get these jungles chopped down. I'm not sure how important that is right now. What I'm most worried about is that knight. Okay, I think I want to bring these guys back a little bit. Let's bring these guys, switch positions. This guy come back. This guy come here. And, am I missing something on the money front? Like, I guess not. This guy I'll get my income will get better when I get this caravan belt. I start, like, building markets, my cities, once I get a couple more units. Also, my units are drained on the economy, so the more units I build, the worse it hits my gold situation. Okay. And now I can upgrade my horseman, but I don't have enough money. I need 145. I got 87. I'm only generating. Okay, so this is not. The economics are not favoring my situation right now. Okay, so we've got education now. On the tech tree, the next big science thing is scientific theory, way out here on the right, which has a lot of prerequisites to get to there. But I'm going to pause here and go back and grab a couple early techs that I didn't get earlier. I'm going to get sailing, mainly so that I can get the cargo ship. Also, it'll only take 1 turn apiece. I might as well grab these. Also, the lighthouse, I think, will help me a little bit in Shanghai. So let's grab those, and then I might go all the way to astronomy so that I can get the observatory. I can build one of those in Guangzhou. That's also really good for science. So, well, let's at least go this far. I'm going to decide all of it now. Up here. Do I see that caravan? I don't see it. Oh, hold on. Well, I would like to start this war by pillaging that caravan and killing that knight. And I think I can kill the knight if I have 2, but ideally 3 of my Trokonus within range of it. Which I don't right now. I think I'm gonna this guy here. I'm gonna go back to where kind of how I was deployed and get these guys all in this position. Now, the problem is they'll move every turn, which is one of the smart things the AI does, is basically, if it's not doing anything else, it will just move its units somewhat randomly every turn. It makes it hard to do what I want to do right now, which is to position my units so that I can, when I do go to war, I can get some important kills right off the bat. Let's see what it does. He's got 2. Oh, this is bad. Okay, so he's throwing down the gauntlet. He says, you have a large number of units. I have an option. I either have to say, you're right to worry, it's time to die, and declare war. But it's his turn, so then he gets the first attack on me. I can't do that. So I have to lie to him and say, no, we're just passing through the area. This is going to make my diplomatic penalty for attacking him worse. And it probably points out that's where I'm rusty at Civ 5. I haven't played it in a couple of years. That was just a mistake on my part. I should not have been sitting there on his border daring him to say that to me. So this means that civilizations are gonna like me less. They're all gonna hate me eventually anyway, so but you try to put that off as long as you can. Okay, so now let's get this guy here. Trying to figure out how I can taunt that knight into a good position for me to attack it with. And I think that maybe going over here and sitting where it likes to send its trade routes might be a good strategy. Find out. Okay. Now this guy, this scout, I want to find out. I'm hoping that there's a gap where I can get through here down into this area, because I think he's going to be sending trade routes possibly to Sweden through this gap. And still no sign of any trade routes of his caravan up here. Okay, that's fine. And this guy still not enough money to do anything with these guys. Okay, this is just going to be a time of kind of maneuvering to see if we can get him in a really good position for a first strike. Matter of see where he moves next. Oh, the Aztec denouncement. They're going to do that every once in a while. Denouncements fade over time, so every once in a while they just have to remind me, oh, we're denouncing you again because our other denouncement wore off. Everybody forgot that we denounced you, 500 years ago. Okay, Attila's declared war on Nebuchadnezzar. That's great. Love it to see the other guys fight each other. And let's check the strength of the Aztecs. Military might. Aztecs are still in last place with a strength of 16. That means they've got like 1 unit. I'm not worried about it. Okay, and I just got a great prophet? Wait a minute. I already have a religion. Another great prophet. I don't want a great prophet. Okay, but since I got one, I can do I can enhance my religion. I'm going to want to do it eventually, so let's go ahead and do that. I'll enhance my religion. When you build your religion, and then later you can enhance it with a great prophet. It takes a great prophet to build a religion, then a second great prophet to enhance it, which is just a matter of picking up another couple beliefs for your religion. So second follower belief, shrines +1 happiness. That could be good. Temples +2 culture. World wonders +2 faith. Ooh, if I got if I do take Passagardi, man, that would be worth a lot of faith. Shrines and temples +1 food, +2 production with a specialist. Amphitheaters +1 faith. Gardens provide +2 happiness. We're gonna build a garden anyway. We're gonna build gardens everywhere anyway. So I think I'm gonna take faster growth rate, not at war. Well, we're gonna be at war most of the time. Okay, I'm gonna take peace gardens. Gardens. We're gonna build gardens anyway. Gardens increase your great people production in the city where you build the garden. So if it also, since I have to build it anyway, getting +2 happiness from it is a great idea. So, this is +20% combat strength near friendly cities. Usually, though, you're attacking. We don't want to do much fighting near our friendly cities. We want to be doing fighting near enemy cities. I think spreading religion faster is probably better, I guess. I don't know. There's probably a post on that somewhere that tells you exactly which one is best. I am not sure. Okay, so now we've picked up cargo ships and optics. Okay, so the temptation here is go for astronomy to get caravels, which is the first naval unit that can go out into the ocean. But we're playing on a Pangea map. It's not that important, but the observatories are really nice. That would give me a 50% science bonus in the city with the observatory. That's probably worth going for. And then come back and pick up the stuff we need to eventually get scientific theory. All right, let's beeline for astronomy. Okay, we finished our caravan here. We can build a knight. We have another trading. We have another trading route quotient, so we can build another caravan or a cargo ship. But we're going to do the cargo ship because that was the point. Let's build a cargo ship in Shanghai. Let's not worry about that pikeman. Maybe we'll come back and finish it later. And we're I'm debating whether to attack. He's got a. If I attack, I get 6 shots with my Chukonu. My pikemen. These guys could attack too if wanted to, but and the gamble is that I could kill his knight. See, knight has a defensive strength of 20. My Chukonu shoot with a 14. 6 shots would probably do it. Maybe I'd have a shot or 2 left over to try and deal with one of these swordsmen. Then the question is, how good of a counterattack could he get against one of my archers down here? And the answer is, if he's in a golden age, His archer can move 2 hexes and then fire. So his archer could come to here and combine an attack with a swordsman. Swordsmen have a strength of 14. My Chaconi only have a defense of... Well, their defense is 13. Okay, that's better than I thought it was, given that their offense is 14. Longswordman 14. Okay, so the longs... He'll also have a strength advantage if he's in a golden age, a combat advantage. The really risky gambit. I can sacrifice. And by the way, I don't want to lose any pikemen, but it's not. They're kind of there too. I really, really don't want to lose is the Chaconi. I think we need to go ahead and do it. I might not get a better shot. All right, I'm gonna do it. Let's wait. Let's look up here. Oh, and there comes the caravan. Perfect. So the caravan will go up to here. I'll kill it. Great. So I'll get some money. And he's got a caravan here, which is might come back in my direction. Yep, let's do it. This could be the mistake that cost me the game. This could be horrible, or it could be exactly the right thing to do. Okay, I'm going to lose a bunch of income because of selling. I'm no longer trading with him. So before we forget, let's try and sell my. Before everybody's really mad at me, let's see if we can sell the dyes and the salt that we were selling. Let's see if we can sell them to somebody else. Would you like my salt, Pedro? I would like 7 gold for it. Yes. The dyes aren't showing up. That means he already has dyes. Let's try Sweden has a lot of money. Do you have dyes? Oh, he doesn't want to sell it to me for 7. Let's see if I can get 7 from somewhere else. Attila doesn't have any money. Dido might. Let's try the Carthaginians. No. Let's try the Babylonians. Dyes are not showing up. They must have dyes already. Okay, let's go back to the Swedes and sell it for... See if they'll buy it for 6 gold. Yep, they will. So they're a little upset with me. All right. Now let's see what this looks like. Okay, it's projecting that I'll do 24 damage. So I need to do 100 points of damage. So it looks like I'll be able to kill it in 4 or 5 shots. So the question is, well, that's this guy with these promotions. Most of these guys have open terrain promotions, which is great. And this guy is projected to do 26 damage. So I should be able to get it in 4 shots. 2 shots left over. With the shots I have left over, I should be able to do a pretty decent number on this guy. And then, okay, I think I might get away with this. Do I care which guy? No, I think everything's fine. Yep, I don't. If I move one of these guys, I can move and then shoot, but then I'll lose one of the shots because it costs a movement point to do to take a shot, and you have 2 movement points. So having 2 shots around is great, but if you move, you lose it. Okay, so let's start shooting this guy. Okay, 2 shots. Knight is half dead. Let's see if we can get him in 2 more shots from this guy. Let's see. And now he's got what left? How many left? Got 21 left. Let's see if we can finish him off with this guy so that we can get more damage on this guy. Okay, so now does the pikeman want to come in and finish this guy off? I think they're just gonna fortify where they're at. I'm not sure what's up here. And maybe I should be retreating this guy, get him into better terrain. I'm also curious what's up here. Curiosity in this case could kill me. But I'm gonna go. I really want to be able to spot as much of the terrain around me as possible. Also, leaving this worker out here is by design. If the Persians come after this worker, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see, my prediction here. What am I predicting? I'm predicting one of two things will happen. Either the archer will come out of the city so that it and both of these units can focus on killing his pikeman, which would probably kill him. Which would be a shame. But I think it was worth it to get that knight and get this strong opening attack. The other thing they might do is have this weak swordsman come in and take this worker, which would be great because all my archers are in a perfect position to bite him out. I also don't know what's back here. What I'm hoping is the worst case scenario would be that there's a knight here and he's smart enough to have the swordsman go get the worker and then the knight come in and attack one of my Choconu with the bowman coming up to here and firing at him and he can kill a Choconu that way. That's what I would do if I were him, but I don't think the AI would do that. We'll find out. Okay, this guy is waiting for us to have more money. We have another caravan. We're going to send it to Panama City. I want to do... Well, okay, so you can go up here, and this little symbol here up in the right, just to the right where it says 2/3. 2 means I have 2 trade routes out of a capacity of 3. But I'm building that third one, so I am addressing the other capacity. But if you click on this, you can click on trade routes available and find out where your most profitable routes are. And they'll by default sort in order of gold, but these ones with a ship symbol here are for cargo ships. So this is a caravan, so my best route is Beijing to Tlatelolco. I think I want to stay focused on trading with Panama City. Okay, Tenochtitlan is good. Okay, let's trade Tenochtitlan to Panama City. So I'm going to move that caravan to Tenochtitlan. And... oh, hi guys. Let's go up here. We're going to come up here and try to scout this border. This guy's in the right position to do that. In fact, I can have him fortified. Give him a danger fortified because I might forget that he's there. Okay, so the question is, I don't want this guy to go here because too many people can shoot at him, and besides, I'm using the worker's bait. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Okay, next turn. Let's watch the action. See what it does. I'm nervous, very nervous, because I don't know what's back in those hexes. I can't see. All he's got here are 2 longswordmen and a composite bowman. Babylonians moving. Here comes Persians. There goes his trade route. Okay, he's got a lot more units, and he captured the worker. Oh, with a composite bowman. Okay, this looks bad, but it's not. I actually miraculously did not lose my pikeman. Okay. He fell for the worker trap, but I recognize he's got a bunch of units up there. Unit promotion. Okay, I got a promotion from his pikeman. Oh, I got a promotion for the pikeman, so I can just heal him 50 points. I don't like doing that. I like that's when you get these promotions for your units, It's rare. It's a special thing. All you want to get abilities that stack and accumulate over time. Healing for 50. That's a very short-term thinking to take that. But since this guy's almost dead, I probably should. But I don't need to decide just yet. I can see how other things go. Oh, Salt the Dido ended. Do you want to renew that, Dido? Oh, she's not happy with me. But she likes Salt, I bet. Okay, people are upset at me, so they're not going to give me... Oh my gosh. They're not going to give me as much money. Okay, she's still trading with me, just not going to pay me as much. Yeah, it was very, very bad that we had to lie to Persia. It's going to make people like us less. Okay, what I want to do is I want to kill as many of these guys as I can with my Choconu. Recognizing that leaving them up here is dangerous unless I'm really successful at killing a bunch of people. Also, I can do a nice stab on this guy with my pikeman. He's also the unit that could retake this worker, although I don't really know how much I care about. I'd like to get the worker back, but I'm not going to move up into a hex that's 2 hexes away from the city to get it. So that's fine. Obviously, I need to kill these 2 guys, and it'd be nice to kill this guy too. So let's do that. Then I think what I could do is move this swordsman to where the pikeman is. Let the pikeman go back here, and instead of and therefore not have to kind of waste that promotion. Then it's going to take him a really long time to get back to strength. Oh, by the way, before we forget, let's upgrade our horseman to a knight. Yeah, I suddenly had the money because of the looting of this trade route, and now my scout is going, oh no, run away, run away. Let's take advantage of this road as much as possible to get as far as we can from that knight. Tiger's not going to be happy that we're using their airspace, but that's okay. All right. Okay, I've got 6 shots with these Chokonus. It's going to take 1 shot to kill this guy. I think this guy is going to take 3 shots. Let's see, how many hit points does he have left? He's got 72. Well, that's going to take 3 shots, so that's 4 shots. And then I'm not in range of this guy, but I'm in range of this guy. So 2 shots won't quite finish him off. So, given that but 3 shots would probably kill him. So, given that I can kill 2 of these 3 units, which 2 do I want to kill? It's not horrible to leave this guy here. Because he's so damaged that he's not going to do much damage to me. In fact, he'll kill himself attacking my crossbowman, and he'll clog up. Unless the AI is smart enough to have him retreat and then attack. Now, I think I'm going to leave this guy here and kill the 2 stronger units. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. All the Choconu I have are good at firing into the planes. Well, I don't think it matters which one shoots where. Might get them all. I don't think so. Nope, it's going to take all of my shots to do that much damage. Okay, there we go. This guy's going to... Oh, he can't retreat all the way to there because of the zone of control of this guy. I do need to get this guy into this position to protect. I don't want him to come through and attack with an extra unit on this guy. Let's see, this guy can 1, 2, 3. I think I'm just going to take the heal. These pikemen are not not all promotion, not all units. Not all promotions are equal, and not all units have equal opportunity promotions. The archers have the best promotions, and the pikemen promotions are okay because all promotions are okay, but I also don't really love the pikeman upgrade track in terms of your units. As you get new technologies, your units upgrade into new types of units. Like these Shokonu used to be composite bowmen. Before that, they were archers. In the future, they'll be Gatling guns, and then there'll be machine guns, and then there'll be bazookas, and so which are all just fabulous units. The pikemen become lancers, which are kind of a okay cavalry unit. At late and really late. By that time, you have tanks. I don't know. Okay, so this guy. The question is, do I leave him there to block? I could just go ahead and take out this guy, but then I'm sitting in open terrain. But I do get rid of this one guy that can do some damage to me. I think I do. I think I just go ahead and take this guy out. Oh, I got a great channel. Oh, thank God. Come on, guy. Up to the front lines. Come on. Come on. Chop, chop. And now this guy, this worker's actually in a much better spot to use this bait because taking this worker over here, I have to move a unit in to take it, and then I'm in range of the city. But here, if I move a unit in to take it, I'm not within range of the city, so I'm happy to do that. And I've got lots of archers. Yeah, okay, I'm leaving that guy there as bait. Okay. So far, let's see how things go. But so far, I'm cautiously optimistic that the opening of the war has turned out good. Okay, Tenochtitlan, it's going to go down to Panama City. Okay. And well, we could capture a Persian missionary just for the hell of it, just to annoy him. Oh, hey, we might get a worker. Okay, so getting the scout down into terrain where it's really going to annoy the Persians. Okay, and my other scout is just going to... It's a little hide-and-seek game, Come out and play wherever you are. Okay, let's see what the Persians do. They could have another 3 or 4 military units that come screaming out of that. All those hexes I can't see. There goes their caravan. Okay, so they fell for the bait. They took the worker. And they've only got 3 swordsmen. Yeah, this is going well. Okay, they captured the worker. Yep, trespassing in Tyre. Yeah, my scout is in Tyre. Tyre doesn't like that. Okay, so we've got... Oh, the Circus Maximus is done, and the circus is done. So let's turn off the avoid growth in Guangzhou. And you see the extra... it was sitting at 8 turns until growth, but now it's sitting at 1 turn for growth. So as soon as I flip this, next turn it'll grow. Well, okay, so now +7 isn't amazing, but I kind of think +7 is kind of the minimum amount of food surplus you want to run. But I could run a higher surplus, but I'm over here investing in getting great scientists. Tenochtitlan now has a university. I could be investing in a university points here, but it really needs to focus on population growth for a while. Now that I have, let's see, what else does it need to build? Lots of things. Oh, watermill. Watermills and granaries are two critical buildings for building infrastructure. They both add +2 food. Watermill also gives you a plenty of production too, but those, extra food are really, really crucial. And let's just go ahead and program monument, because I should have a monument in every town. My culture production sucks. Okay. So let me digress a little bit about Oxford University. Oxford University is a great national wonder, which means we don't have those in Civ 6. That's a wonder that you can build once, and every Civ gets to build it. What it does is it gives you a tech for free. You can't build it until you have universities in all your cities. So when I take the city, unless I puppet it, that'll slow me down. So, but what you want to do with Oxford University is time it so that you get it for some expensive tech. So I'm going to wait quite a while before I build it, because looking at the tech tree, I'm generally going to be heading towards scientific theory as my next big science boost, because it'll let me build public schools, which will add +3 science per school and 50% science for that city. So that's empire-wide once I have them built in every city. Okay, so that's, but the further out you are on the tech tree, the more expensive they are. So I want to time Oxford University for when I've researched all these techs: architecture, economics, printing press, and physics, because they're all prerequisites for scientific theory. And then I want to time building Oxford University for about when I finish the last of these two, whichever one I do last, which will probably be architecture. And then, so as soon as I'm done with architecture, Oxford University shows up a turn or two later and gets me a free scientific theory. That's a better return, I think, than, let's see, what does it do? Is it gives you, by itself, it gives you 3 science and 1 culture, which is nice, but it doesn't have the multiplier that you're getting from things like observatories and public schools and libraries and stuff like that. Those multipliers accumulate in sort of an exponential sort of way. Since it's not contributing to that, I don't think it's mission critical to get it out as fast as possible. I think its best use is to time it so that you can get a really good tech at a crucial moment. Okay, so I'm gonna look at my cities. This is something you gotta do a lot. I'm gonna stay on production focus to get my ironworks built. And then I will focus more on food for science. Maybe not quite this much. Let's see. Let's work that one. Okay, now we're at +10. Our production slowed down a little bit. Tough trade-off. I really want to get the ironworks. Sooner I get it, I can produce other things faster, like surfaces. But it's really important to get population up. Okay, and I've still got 2 people over on the university. There's 2 specialists, so that's pretty good. Over here, Shanghai's my problem child. We're going to get the cargo ship. Then eventually we're going to get another cargo ship, and that will solve my problem with Shanghai. Where do I get? Oh, I'm going to get another trade route with Compass. Okay, so getting Compass, yeah, grabbing the top of the tech tree here is really going to help my economy and food production. All right. let's see. We don't have enough money to make some more chocos. Okay, so we got to deal with this. Okay, this is fun. This is why I like this game. Is these very complex tactical situations and trying to figure out how to not lose units. Okay, this guy's now in the open, which is great, right? Yes. You could see I can't move my mouse over there, but at about this point when I do the mouse, you can see open terrain range bonus plus 45%. That's huge. It's almost a 50% increase in strength. Okay, so I want to kill this unit, get this unit out of there, and move in to here with the swordsman to recapture the worker. And I'd like to kill one of these other two swordsmen too. This one's out of range. I could move, but then I'll lose a shot. So I've got two units that are both within range of all my Chokonus. So I think that's clearly now how this is only going to get 23 damage. It's going to take 5 shots to kill this guy. I could thump him once with the pikeman. This guy is going to take 2 shots. So I need 7 shots. I only have 6. Okay, so I'm going to pump this guy with a pikeman and see if I can kill this guy with 4 shots. Or 3 shots, even better. All right, so now I'm saving this guy for last because if I have a shot left, I can apply it to that swordsman up here. Okay, let's get this guy and this guy. Oh, he's out of shots. Don't want to program a move. And I will indeed have an extra shot after killing this guy. And so I can apply it to the other swordsman. That's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. So now let's go retake the that worker, still out of range of the city. He's a bit vulnerable. He could come after me, but I don't want to lose any units. But the Chokonu are the units I really care about. Okay, and then let's get this guy back. Let's get my pikeman back into the rear lines because he's almost dead, where he can heal up. And where's my knight? And where's my general? Here's my knight. Okay, my knight's going to be in the thick of it soon, and my general. One thing, I was a worker, not a general. And now the worker's blocking where I want to put the general. Okay, so one thing that I don't do well, and I tell myself over and over and over to try to fix this, but I just have a mental block, is think about your great generals at the beginning of the round and where you're going to want them. Like, you should always start with the great generals. Figure out, because they give a combat bonus to everybody within all friendly units within 2 hexes. But what you can do is, if you have them in the right place to give a combat bonus to a bunch of your units, you have those units attack. Then you can move the great general to the units that didn't have that bonus. Now they have the bonus, and then they can attack. So, being skillful with the great general, but for some reason I have trouble remembering to do that. Okay, we're gonna go down here. As tempting as it is to go in and mess around in the Persian territory here, I'm really just want to sit here and wait and see if a cargo ship shows up. And I'm gonna delete this missionary. I guess I could have used it as a scout, but you can't. Yeah, that would be the only thing. But I'm paying for it, so yeah, it's not a good idea. Okay, I said he was going to go heal up. He actually didn't take any damage, my scout. He was just running away from Persian knights. Okay, this guy says weak point left. He might as well fortify. Okay, let's see what happens next. I've killed what, about 6 units so far? I haven't lost anybody. That's pretty good. I mean, that's what you have to do. Oh, there's another cargo ship. It's going to there. Oh, here comes the enemy pikeman right into the killing field. Yeah, see, okay, I was wondering whether it was really going to be a good idea to delete those jungle hexes or not, and boy, it turned out to be great. Okay, so this guy has a promotion. Okay, I'm going to move my general first. Hey, I remembered to do that. Okay, so now my general is going to come up here. And now my general is giving the bonus to all these guys. So they're even better than they were. I'm glad I remembered to do that. Maybe talking about it helped. You can see over, I can't move my mouse over there to show you, but you see in the bottom left the ranged attack breakdown. It's approximate damage inflicted, 34, my strength 22.4. Underneath that, near great general, plus 30%. So I'm getting a plus 30% combat bonus to my strength by being near a great general, and 30% for firing into open terrain because of the promotions that this particular unit has. Okay, so I think the message is clear. I'm going to kill the pikeman, maybe, and the swordsman, and get this guy out of the way. How far can the knight move? Knight can move up to here. Knight will be in a good position to go after that caravan on its way back to Susa. Okay, oh, and let's see. Also good to do promotions before you can do other things. I think I can, yeah, I'm going to be able to get him back into friendly territory, so I don't need to take the healing. I can lose. For my infantry units, I like taking the cover promotion, and there's 2 of them, I think, that give bonuses versus ranged attacks. The reason I like that is because these are often the units that charge in and take a city. And to do that, they got to be within 2 hexes. They tend to get shot at. So you're often in a situation where you're taking a unit like a swordsman or infantry unit or something like that, and you're putting it in vulnerable to fire for a turn before it rushes in. And so it's good to have these stacked defenses against ranged attacks. Okay, Guangzhou has grown. Oh, I forgot an unemployed citizen. If I had more money, I would buy a tile and stick it. Okay, I'm just going to stick it under market. I could use some more money, so that's good. This guy is just gonna. Oh, wait, I can't see these hexes. I'm gonna come back to here. I want to be able to see all the hexes between these 2 mountain ranges, so that they send a cargo caravan out here. And even though I never saw a caravan on this line, I can't help but think that it's a strong possibility. I'm nervous about going back. I already grabbed this caravan. Now it'll make more caravans, and we will plunder them. It's just a matter of finding them. Okay, so let's shoot our guys and see what happens. Okay, got this guy in 2 shots, 3 shots. Nowhere else to shoot that guy. Okay, this guy is gonna finish off that swordsman. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay. So we're going to have the swordsman retreat back here to safety. We're going to leave that worker out there as bait. And we're going to move this knight up to here. Well, let's see. Also don't want him charging down and getting... Let's see, if he has a unit here, he can move 1, 2, 3. If he has a knight, he can come down and attack these guys. I don't want that to happen. So where to put my knight? You know, I could do bait here. the knight here. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay. This guy's gonna fortify until healed. This guy's gonna come. My worker's coming back to where he was supposed to be. This guy still waiting for enough money to upgrade, and this guy is fortify till healed. And this guy is just gonna sit there as bait. All right, the worker bait. It's a little cheesy. Colombo, Sweden has placed Persia as the ally of Colombo. Okay, so there's a little glitch. I don't know if it's a glitch or intentional. I think it's a glitch where if you're at war with the city-state because they're allied with somebody you're at war at, like Colombo, we are at war with Colombo because they were allied with Persia, but now Sweden has supplanted Persia as the ally of Colombo. We're still at war with Colombo, so you have to manually go in here and make peace. We have no interest in being at war with Colombo, so let's just make peace with them. Now it'd be really nice if they would take Sidon. So by the way, I'm going to get this guy positioned in a little bit different spot. I'm going to go up here. A little tactical inefficiency here. I put this crossbowman in Beijing, which is fine, which is good. It's good to have somebody in rear areas. And I put him in fortify, which means that he just leaves there until somebody attacks him or something. It can be I find it a mistake for me anyway to leave my scouts on fortify because I want the system to manually query me as I'm cycling through all the units. The unit was killed. As I'm cycling through, like to survey all my units and see what they want to do, it skips those units, and therefore I don't get to see what's happening in that part of the world. Okay, so stuff could have been happening on my border. I wouldn't necessarily say, okay, I lost a scout. Okay, yeah. See, being on his border, yeah, okay, that was dumb, probably. I don't know say it was a dumb idea. It was an interesting idea. What I need to do, well, I think we're just gonna keep watching over here for a couple turns and see what happens. Shanghai's grown. Okay, great. I'm gonna queue up a lighthouse. Lighthouse will help a little bit. It'll make this. Lighthouses make ocean resources a lot better. I mean, this fish spot out here will become really big at the lighthouse. You also take a workboat out there, and that helps a little bit. But hi, J.I. Kantz. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you coming by. Let me know if you have any questions. Happy to answer questions or just chat. Okay, so let's see. We've got. Okay, just don't see a way of improving the food situation until I get that cargo ship. Maybe I should move a citizen to here, say screw the food, and just so I get the cargo ship faster. It really shaved one turn off the cargo ship. Nah, let's not do that. Okay. Persia and Brazil are friends. Yes, I lost a worker. That was the intent. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. So that worked just as I hoped it would. He brought a pikeman right into the killing fields. Oh, gosh. Yeah, a Persian knight. Okay, so, well, here we go. I'm firing with my whoops. I'm starting with a super scout because I really wanted it to get experience points. See, now there's nothing left to fire at. Well, maybe I'll send another unit out here. Okay, so this caravan is going to come charging out of here. So we're going to go park right here so that the caravan just comes right into the night, and we'll capture it. All right. That'll give us enough money to promote another composite bowman to a Chiponu. Yeah, just sit there for a turn. We'll have this guy come here. This guy's gonna go. They're gonna heal really slowly because they're so far from, they're not in a friendly territory. They only heal like 10 hit points a turn. So, they've got 80 damage on him, and that's 8 turns. So it's gonna be slow until I get all those units back. But eventually I will. Yep, 100 gold pieces. And oh, there's a Persian scout right there. Okay, let's before we forget, let's upgrade one of these guys. I think I'm gonna upgrade, prioritize the one that has bonuses in rough terrain, because all the ones I have up there have bonuses in open terrain. Okay, so I am going to, now that we have a horseman up here, a knight specifically, we can do some fun things like go see what he has and then retreat. Okay, so he doesn't have any other military units. He's got a wall around Susa finally. Yeah, I figured that would happen. And now we can come back and let's go here. And what's happening up there? Well, it's always disappointing when you start running out of people to shoot at. Okay. In a game, just talking about the game. Here. Next turn, I'm not going to go here. I'm afraid of what Persians are on the other side of this hill where I can't see. The next turn, when I have 2 movement points, I can pop up on the hill, and then if I see somebody there, I can pop back down. Okay, these guys are going to wait. Actually, I'm going to get him and kind of shuffle a little bit closer. I did lose both of those workers, didn't I? I mean, I lost them for really good reasons. But it does mean I have a worker deficiency. It doesn't help that I'm using both of my workers that I do have as scouts. All right. Nebuchadnezzar made peace with Attila. And by the way, I'm glancing down here to kind of see all these sort of light blue dots and darker blue splotches. Those are Babylonian cities, and the 3 sort of dark red and sort of light red, those are all Hunnish cities. And so Babylon is starting to snowball, so that's worrisome. Nothing I can do about it. They've got 3, 4, 5, they've got 7 cities. I don't know. Now, they were at war with Brazil. Did they take capitals? No. No, Brazil still has Rio. Did they take Telesport? No. And so the cities they have are Babylon. It only has 14 population. That's not that impressive for this stage of the game for AIs. And Galzu. Oh, they're really spread out. some of these are pretty small cities. Actually, I think they're making a mistake in building that many cities, because in Civ 5 you start getting penalties for your science production by having too many cities. So, I only built 2 cities, and I'm not going to build any other cities, but I'll take cities. And okay, so. All right, well, they're peeking out here again. Let's, we're gonna go. See what we see. They're gonna give me stuff to shoot at. I'm gonna shoot at it. Okay, get my. You know, I think instead of prioritizing the Super Scout for the XPs, I really want to get the guys that have the 3 promotions already. I think I need to be giving them the priority for experience points. This one has slightly more. The blue bar here is experience points. So they're poised to get the +1 range promotion, which is going to be really, really nice. So, okay, this guy already used 2 move points. Can come back to here. All right. Ooh. Oh, I don't see anybody up there. Are the Persians going to be dumb enough to send another trade route right along that same place? Okay, well, we'll find out. I'm going to stay here. Since they liked that caravan route before, they're probably going to like it again. AIs tend to... The AIs don't tend to learn well from their mistakes. I'm going to move that general up to here so that my knight, so that all these units are within 2 hexes. And this guy is going to start coming up. So it's going to go here. Oh, he's offering to, Darius is asking for peace. He's willing to pay me 4 gold per turn. No, thank you. That just means the war's going good for me and not for him. So why would I want to stop? Oh, and mine has been destroyed by a marauding city-state knight. Oh, I bet I know where that's at. I bet Sidon has finally gotten brave enough to come over. Yes, indeed. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna shoot at this guy. The fortress, by the way, will shoot. Whether you have a unit in there, the fortress, don't think of it as an empty building. Think of it as a unit that can't move. That makes one other unit stronger, but the fortress itself will fire people, just like cities will. I'm hoping that my crossbowman is safe enough to deal with it. You know, since they don't have enough money, I should bring one of these guys down here to help. Even though they're old tech. That should be enough. Famous last words. Well, I'm going to hedge my bets a little bit. I'm going to bring this guy a little closer. I am worried this crossbowman is going to get killed by those 2 knights. Although there's a river in the way, isn't there? This guy might not be able to get... No, the river's not between me and them, so... Yeah, he could conceivably attack with my crossbowman with both knights, which might be enough to kill him. That might have been a mistake. It's funny that if you think about the history, though, that crossbow was a gift from Sidon. So, anyway, Okay, what do we want to do up here? Well, let's look and see what's happening. There is so I probably I should be thinking about at least mounting an attack on Susa with all my Chakonu. Problem is, they're going to fire back. The question is whether the city walls plus a composite bowman are, if they focus their fire on one of my Chakonu, will they kill it? I don't know the answer to that, but I think I am going to be obligated to find out. Let's go up here. There's nobody over here. Okay, he's definitely running out of units. But, he could have a whole bunch of units in Persepolis that come screaming down at me. Okay, I'm going to go back to here with my knight. Oh, there's a Carthaginian knight. I hope the Carthaginians don't decide to join this war. It's entirely possible. That is something the AI might do. Okay, so to attack the city, what I'm going to want to do is get all my archers, a whole bunch of archers up here ready to attack. 3 is probably not enough, although Chakonu they are. But I'm going to want to get positioned to where on the same turn they can all move 1 hex to be within 2 hexes of Susa and then fire all on the same turn. And then he'll shoot back and he'll hopefully not kill, but wound one of them. So that one will have to retreat or pillage and then retreat. Move to here. And 1, 2, 3. This guy moved to here. This guy is going to move to here. So what I'm thinking about is, what are those hexes where you can move on and fire? They have to be clear terrain hexes, so they have a movement point left over to fire. So, but this guy, the super scout, he could attack from here, move into the jungle, and then fire. So the 4 hexes that I'm going to hit from are going to be these 4 hexes here. And I say 4 because I got 3 Chakonu and I got 1 more coming up. So, so this guy can be here. I'm going to make sure the general's within range of. Well, this would be optimum because they'd be in range of the knight as well as all the Chakonu, but I want to have the general by itself. In Civ 6, if an enemy unit moves into a hex where you have a great general or some other great unit, it just displaces it back to one of your cities. In Civ 5, it's gone. It's dead. So you really got to protect your great people in this game in a way that you don't have to in Civ 6. Okay. Well, we're just going to watch for more caravans. All right. Let's see what happens. I'm a little nervous and I'm not sure why. Let's find out. Okay, here come the Persians. Didn't do anything that we can see. Sometimes that makes me more nervous. Okay, but this is the great thing about this knight. He can pop out there, take a look around, and get back to safety. Okay, so, yeah. Now, Ragusa is in awe of me. Well, because of rapid technological advances. Okay, let's see. What happened over here? Oh! It looks like one of the knights just ran away. The other knight stayed here and pillaged my salt mine, which hurts my happiness because now I don't have salt. Okay, I'm going to have to get the guy over there to take care of that. That's huge priority. Don't want to lose the salt. think we're fine on that front. I can do another Chokonu. Yeah, I'll do it next turn. That's fine. Okay, so this guy is going to go here. This guy is fine there. Oh, let's have this guy have my knight pop out. Take a look around. Oh, there's another knight. That changes the equation. Yeah, if I pop out there within Chokonu's within two hexes of Susa, then he can hit me with the city, a composite bowman, and a knight. He's definitely going to kill one of my archers. I don't want that. So the question is what to do about it. I've got, I'm going to go and fight this guy, but then my knight would die. That's not good either. Okay, I wish I hadn't lost both of my workers up here. Got another knight on the way. That's good. Knights were 20. Okay, we need to get a little bit back. Oh, there's a scout. Huh. 9 more. One less scout. Okay, let's get this guy to here. And then let's get this guy right here. I'm going to play a dangerous game with my knight here. I am going to wonder if he can kill my knight if it's out here in the killing fields. 3 hits. Composite bowman has a range strength of 11. I have a defense of 20. That's not. I don't think he can. Especially with my great general bonus. Okay, my general's giving me confidence that this knight. So maybe I can sucker his knight over to over here, and I can kill him. Okay, that's what I gotta try and do anyway. This guy is gonna come over here. All right, very curious to see. Hopefully he doesn't have 2 knights out there, some second knight within range. Okay, he did. He came. Oh, the knight. Okay, so knights get to move after they attack. So that did not end up being. It wasn't a disaster. My knight. He hit my knight. My knight survived. Knight got hit by everything. Lived. That's good to know. But then he retreated. So it's not quite as useful as I would like. But I think what I can do is kind of slink around with my archers. I think this is kind of where I want to be anyway. And I'm going to do this guy over here. Let's see what I see. Nobody up there. Okay, good. This knight is going to pillage here. And that will cost it a movement point. So now it has 3 movement points. Here. I'm being pretty coy with my Kokonu because I do not want to give him a chance to kill one of them if we can help it. Okay, this one, speaking of Chikonu, let's grab another one. And I think I must have finished a couple markets because my gold production is plus 26 now. That's pretty decent. So it won't take long to get my last Chikonu. Then I can go out and start. Well, here's a worker. Oh, this is coming over for the salt. Okay. Starting to wonder if I should just stop worrying so much about a barbarian camp showing up right off my trade route here. I do have honors, so if it shows up, I'll know it. I'm a shortage of workers, so it's kind of expensive to be tying up a worker to do that. Okay, this guy's here. Ready to jump in there. Yeah, okay. Oh, there's a crossbow. So the Persians have crossbow technology now. Beijing has grown. It was inevitable. It's fine. Part of the plan. Okay, Beijing's up to 14. Oh, here we go. So we got our cargo ship. Now this is going to be pretty interesting. We can send food, 8 food to Beijing. That's like amazing. And now let's look at Beijing and see, yeah, plus 18 food, which is great. I mean, I'm glad to keep it really high, but I could also, means I could peel a worker or two off for other things, a citizen or two, keep and still have it really high. Like maybe let's start building a workshop to increase production, but let's keep all these mines being active, the gold being active. Okay, so look at I'm working all the tiles that are productive without food, and I'm still working a lot of food, plus 15 food, and working all the production. That's great. Beijing is really going to start to become great city. I'm going to get ironworks in 7 turns. My production's already almost to 30 without the ironworks. That last citizen and workshop helps. So production in Beijing is going to start to creep up, and then I'll have a market, and then I'm going to add. Oh wow! I gotta be careful. My happiness is 0. Oh, I know why it's so low. It's because the salt got pillaged. What's that? What's that, honey?
You're a warmonger.
Because I'm a warmonger. Yeah. Well, and the salt got pillaged. I have no salt. I can look and see what when am I going to get salt back? Let's see. Go current deals. Pedro, iron, horses, salt. Ends on her 256. Let's look. Or turn 257. It's gonna be a long time before I get my salt back. Okay, so I've got to be careful to not let. Well, this worker is going to go over there and it's going to solve the problem, but it's going to take another turn to get there and 3 turns to do it. So 4 turns. None of my cities are going to grow in the next 4 turns, so okay, I'm not too worried about it. Yeah. Okay, what do I want to do with the slipper? Is Shanghai running out of places to work? Is, well, here. Oh, this, I hate the way that my screen's just jumping around like this. I'm not quite sure what's doing that. Let's, yeah. Okay, so his knight is up there healing somewhere. It's got a crossbow one here. Good. I got another knight coming in one turn. This guy's gonna start coming up. His knights are tough. Those are problematic. Okay. I have to set up a trap for him again. Gotta put this, I don't want to use my knight as bait, but it's the only bait I really have. His knight's not gonna come. Pikemen have bonuses versus mounted units, so oh, I got a swordsman here. Well, we need to. I think I want to come back down. I think I was wrong in getting too. Well, I got more units coming up though. I was enjoying having the knight pop out, look around, and come back, but he's not going to heal if I keep doing that. So, I need to see the. I'm going to pop up here and see. Oh, there's the knight right there. Okay. So, if he comes over that hill, I need to have enough archers here to really create a problem for him. So I'm going to put this guy here. And put this guy here. This guy here. Here. My screen is just moving on its own. Let's see. What usually causes that? Interference with the signal. Move some wires around, maybe that'll help. Minimize electronics between my USB connection and my mouse. Maybe that'll help. I guess I'm using my knight as bait. I hate using that good of a unit, but that's what I'm doing. Not sure. Okay, I'm gonna fortify here Just try to get a little extra strength on defense. And see what happens. I'm worried he's going to kill my knight. But if he kills my knight with his knight and his knight sitting there, I might be able to shoot that. Except he's going to be able to move after he attacks. Yep. Kill my knight. That's not good. Glad I got another one coming, but still, not good. Not good. Nebuchadnezzar built the Forbidden Palace. That's good. Wang Zhao is ready for another unit. Garden would be good, but I think I need another knight. And, oh, Tenochtitlan finished the market. Must have finished the monument. Let's do market. Okay. You know, I think I'm going to switch Shanghai from. I'm going to have it build that second cargo ship. Beijing will be faster, but Beijing's busy doing the ironworks. Okay, now I've got 8 Chukonu. I can fire 8 Chukonu shots, 4 Chukonu, 2 each. That's 8 shots. What I'd like to be able to do is see if I could kill the knight and the swordsman. I can't get many shots at the knight because hello, how goes the game? Morbid Fates. Good. We're fighting the we're fighting the Persians, and they're tough. But I got my Chukonu, which are pretty nice. Okay, so I think if... Well, I really don't know. I'm going to scout a little bit. Let's see. I'd like to be able to see what's up there. Well, I think I'm just going to have to take a chance of this. Okay, so can 2 of these guys kill a knight? 2 shots. Almost. Maybe. Let's see. Damage inflicted 29, and it's got 63 hit points. 29 to... No, not right. I might have to finish it. Oh, but I can finish it off with this pikeman. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to try and kill this swordsman with 4 shots from these guys. Let's... And then this guy's going to come up and we'll shoot the knight from there. This guy's going to come up and shoot the knight from here. Didn't quite kill him, so we're going to go finish him off with a pikeman. Probably going to kill the pikeman. Nah, this is expensive war. I'm losing more units than I should. Ideally, you don't lose any units, but that's not always practical. Okay. Okay, let's come up here and that. This guy is good. No. I think this guy coming here will be good. Alright, let's see what happens next turn. Okay, so I killed his knight, killed 100 unit, but I lost the unit. Not good, not good. And I should have enough money to get my last Chukonu soon. Okay, and here comes another knight. There, hang out. And we're gonna Okay, so he is gonna. Oh man, it's gonna make it hard to get my salt healed because this guy's gonna want to come up and take it. Question is, let's see, my crossbow has a strength of 13. Pikeman has a strength of 16. Up here and get first shot. Yeah, I think I can. I think my crossbowman's strong enough to defend that worker. And the worker's going to start repairing. And 3 turns, I'll get my salt back. Still no sign of another caravan. Okay, let's see what happens now. The crossbowman survived a couple hits. Yeah, crossbowman will survive a couple hits. But what I'm worried about, Morbid Fates, is I can't tell. I haven't been able to figure out how to tell if Persia is in a golden age. If they are, their units are stronger and they have an extra movement point. Okay, the pikeman survived. Good. Okay, that gamut paid off. And this guy. Oh, now he's got a knight up there too. Okay. I have to. Wait, is Sidon at war with Brazil? Brazil is. No. Okay. Don't know if I can get something by both of these guys to survive. I can get a promotion. I can heal myself. That's such a waste. Click on unit, then click on your. Let's see his bonuses. Oh, good idea, Morbid Fates. Okay, let's see. He's getting a Golden Age bonus. Yep, he's in a Golden Age. He wasn't getting that earlier, so his Golden Age just started recently. Okay, thank you. See, this is what I like about doing this public streaming, is people are happy to come on and tell me how I could be playing better. Seriously, I appreciate it. I don't mean that to be a something negative about our community. It's positive. It's positive. Yes, tell me how I can do better. Okay, I think I've got to take. I've got to save these salt mines, or I'm screwed on happiness. If I fire, it's not going to do that much damage. I think both of those units together are going to kill me. All right, we got to retreat. Retreat back into here, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and take a rough terrain bonus. Or do I want to heal myself up? I hate wasting a heal, but I think I'm better. The guy's all by himself back there. And we'll bring another archer down to help out. Okay, this knight's coming up here. Okay, so now. I would retreat if I were you. Those Shokuni will not survive. Well, yeah, maybe not. I know. I probably should retreat. I think it's just going to be. I think I can just keep nickel and diming him until I get enough promotions that I get the extra range to take out a city. But yeah, it doesn't look good. I did get rid of that knight. The danger about being up in this area is that it's too easily for him to come flying out of here with units that if I redistribute back down to this area, it's a little bit more difficult for him to attack me with a bunch of units. Yeah, I know they're all producing units. We'll see. We'll see. You might be right. You might be right. Might be a time to retreat, but Shokunu are weak on defense, but man, they punch. We've got a hell of a punch. No, I am retreating, but I'm not I'm just retreating down. I'm going to continue fighting this guy because I think I can do well. Maybe I won't, but let's see. Here. All right, let's do. Do I want to pillage that or pillage the? Maybe I just need to move. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, probably. Oh, I did get a worker. That's cool. Okay. Guy here. Here. All right, let's see what happens. Yeah, I agree. I do need blockers. So I've got another knight on the way. Yeah. Yeah, I'm mainly looking to farm for Americans. Yeah, I like pillaging. I get that knight out there. Knight can. The trouble is going in and pillaging, and then you're vulnerable. The knight can pillage some of the ones that are close by, and then get out of there a little bit. Okay, astronomy. Oh, good. You can build their observatory. So astronomy unlocks a special building. Unlocks a couple of great things. One is caravels, which can sail out of the ocean, and observatories, which are a great science bonus, 50% science in the city that they built. Observatories can only be built in cities next to a mountain, but if you'll recall, if you watched episode 1, one reason I built Guangzhou here was that it's looking forward to this very moment of being able to build an observatory here. So I feel like the Brazilian crossbowmen like chased away. I'm gonna peek out here. Where did the side onions go? Okay, maybe I can get this guy repaired. Assault. No, I got this guy coming back to help. Which can still get promoted, even though he's not going to the where I really want him. Okay. Now this guy. 1, 2, 3. Let me look here and see what I see. Here, see what I see. Pop up here. Maybe I'll come in here and pillage that. Yeah, a little risky. Yeah, a little risky placement there, I'm sure. Let's see here. Oops. I keep changing. Observatories are powerful. Yes, agreed. Really good. I keep changing my mind about how risky it is to be up in this area instead of down here. Just gives me nice opportunities to attack, though. Bribe a neighbor to go to war with Persia. Yeah, I don't have much money, and I certainly don't have extra luxes either, so pretty tapped out. But that, yes, I agree, that is often a good strategy, but I don't have much to work with in terms of bribing material. Okay, so we have gotten there. Okay, so we gotta get back to focusing on beelining to scientific theory. To do that, I need these two. To get these, I need these three. To get this one, I need this one. So I think I'm gonna prioritize banking though first. That will really help the economy. Go. Keep waiting for Persia to send another caravan, but maybe they're not going to. Who knows? I bet there's caravans up here somewhere. They're trading somewhere. Maybe they're trading with the Swedes. All right. So we have a worker. We have bait again. One thing we do is, well, all right. Now we have a full strength knight. Let's pop up here. Not much new to learn. I wonder what that crossbowman is that he had over here. Might be up here in the woods, up in this hill. Okay, I think we're in a. Let's see if we can bait him with a worker. And I want to put the worker somewhere where I can take it back without getting in range of a city. So maybe this hill's a good spot. I think the hill's a good spot. Let's circle around here, like that, here. This guy can just come back. Maybe heal up here. Keep an eye on the northern flank. Got let's pillage that. Like I said, got some more gold. Good reminder. Thank you. And then come back to here. All right, there's a worker there, guys. Come get it. Do you have any horses? Iron VA has low strategic resource. They will value them. I have not had. I have a. All my horses in iron are being sold. They're already been sold, except for one. I got one horse that I keep in reserve for one more extra night. Okay, let's come up to here and promote. Go. Okay, got the. Did I get the salt back? No, I got it back. Why is it showing 0 happiness? I think it's just not reflected yet. Unless I lost some other luxury resource that I don't know about. Ah, civilian was captured. I wonder which one. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I love it when a plan comes together. Okay, yes, I got the salt back. My happiness is back up to 4, which is good. Make sure I don't have growth turned off anybody. Everybody's growing. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. Tyra wants silver. Great, they can just keep on wanting it. All right, this is gonna go do something else. I think I'm gonna have to leave this Opposite Bowman. I wonder if I should. I hate tying up 2 units down here, but well, all right. This is going to be an easy kill. Then the question is, if I take it with the knight, I can step off, maybe fall for it again. Okay, so the question is, I want to hit it with the units that have the most XPs. This one's at 78. This one's at 89. Okay, this is the one that's closest to getting the all-important +1 range promotion. So let's give it some XPs. +4. Getting closer. And then this one, give it a couple more. And then this knight's going to come up here and take back the worker and then move some. And I think get this Ciccone a little bit off the front lines there. All right, that's looking fun. Not sure what might be happening behind me. Feel like I need to have a guy back here just watching this area a little bit more closely. All right. I got another one. You know, it feels so cheesy to do this, but at the same time, you know, the AI has all of its bonuses that it uses, and you've got to use the things that you can do. That's how, you know, that's just the way you have to play this game. All right, let's kill another one. Okay, again, the unit this is the guy with the best XP, 93 of 100. Okay. And then this guy, oh, this is great. I'm getting more XPs because I'm not killing him as fast. AI cheats, we get to exploit them. Yeah, exactly. That's right. Yeah, it's. Oh, good. I got 2 shots out of that. Good. That was great to have a unit that's a little harder to kill because then I got to get more XPs out of it. Get to farm more experience points. Good. Almost maybe I should move my general out of range. Oh my God, that's so weird to think that you would do that. Is that a horrible idea? Like, maybe if I move my general to here, or oh, that is such a weird idea. Okay, let's see if he falls for it again. Okay, well, come on, guys, some other caravan up that way. I think I better send this guy to the front. Sure. And Beijing. That's the caravan. Back to Panama City. I love that the Aztec scout is sitting there making sure no barbarians spawn beside my trade route. Okay, and there is. Is it going to come over here? Okay, I think I am going to need to have another unit down. Well, maybe I'll build another one after the ironworks get done next turn. What's queued up? Market, circus, all important. But maybe we should get another military unit here. I think one more night. It's probably warranted. Blockers. I like you calling them blockers, morbid fates. Blockers. That's what they are. Okay. Let's. Let's see. Where's another spot I should improve? Now I'm going to have enough money. I can build out a couple places. Shanghai needs this X. Let's see. Do I have enough money for it? Yes, I do. Okay, great. Let's go take that. X. There. Okay, here comes Babylonians, Persians next. Here they come. Peace treaty? No thanks. Well, Pedro is marching an army to sneak attack on Tenochtitlan? Are you sure? Pedro was marching an army to sneak attack. Oh, look at, you do have an army here. Huh. Well, this changes things. Maybe I need to come back and deal with the Brazilian threat. Huh. Brazil. Military might. Currently, top of the heap is Carthage. I'm at 850. The average is 1542. I am a long way from home. I mean, if they're coming, they're not really coming after Tenochtitlan. They're coming after Beijing. If they're coming after anybody. Yeah. Peter. Hey, Eric. How's it going? I'm worried the Brazilians are coming after me. They do have, I mean, that's just the part of the army that I can see. I mean, I'm not worried about those 3 units. What I'm worried about is how many units are up in here. Yeah. All right. Let's start. I think I need to start pulling units back. Shame. Because if they have a big army, then it's gonna be a race to see if I can get enough of my army coming back in time to maybe to defend Beijing. So we might be able to have some fun on the way. Let's go here, see what's in here. Oh my god, now would be such a great time to attack Susa. They've got they basically have nobody, no units. Are we winning? I'm in a quandary. I don't know how seriously to take this threat from possible threat from Brazil. And if this army's coming through here, like, I could be in a big problem if my army is way up here and the Brazilians come at me with force. I don't think I have a choice but to start moving back. Which is a shame, because I do think I could have eventually gotten a couple of these units up to good enough promotion that they could have done some real damage. Pretty sure of it. in spite of heeds of warning from Morbid Fates. But hey, Morbid Fates, with a name like Morbid Fates, I mean, I would expect you to be, glum about my future, right? Risk or no risk? I say be risky. Absolute minimum defense? Yeah, maybe. Well, I'm not back there yet. Let's see what happens over the next couple of turns. But if they've got another half a dozen units over here that are just about ready to pour across into Beijing, it's gonna be bad. Bad. I don't know if I want this guy. Well, there we go. This Choconu up here will get down to Beijing itself. So I'll probably know before I get my army back, and so I can always switch back. All right, let's see here. Glum just said you're gonna die. Yeah. You're gonna die. We'll never make it. Okay. And I also don't know if he's marching an army through this jungle here. Okay. Well, hey. We're gonna be fighting somebody. Oh, hey, my spy in Babylon got a technology. Woohoo! Let's see, what's free for the taking? Banking. Oh, navigation for 16 turn. That's not on the critical path, but that's probably better than grabbing a 5 or 6 turn. I don't know. Well, yeah, sure, why not? I mean, frigates are great. Border of Guangzhou. Oh, okay, there's more iron possibilities. Tenochtitlan is grown. Okay. Finish the market. Let's see. Anything else here? We want to garden eventually. We need to banking in 5 turns. I think I'll just go ahead and grab a garden that we need eventually anyway. Okay. Zhang promoted. Good. Whoops. What did it say? Nebuchadnezzar is plotting against Pedro. Well, hurry up. Attack Pedro. Good idea. Hey, what if I tell Brazil? Can I share it with him? Share intrigue. Yes, I can share the intrigue. Maybe that will cause him to go back and worry about Babylon. Can he get Babylon to attack Brazil? Problem is I don't have much to offer. I have nothing to offer. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. One thing for sure is one of those knights is going to come down here and be checking shit out. Okay, this composite bowman over here. Probably should build a couple frigates for patrolling down here. Frigates would be really good for defending Beijing too. All right. Well, lots of competing desires of things I need. Okay, what's the situation here? Oh, they've rearmed Suso with a crossbow. Okay, that's to be expected. Okay. Let's look here. Good to get a kill while I'm on my way out of town. Let's see if we can set up a killing zone here. Oh, except then I have to risk my knight to get it back. Oh well, too late. That's okay. Three move points left. Okay, let's go to here. All right. I have had lots of times in playing Civ 5 where you get intelligence that a civilization is going to attack you, and then they don't. Of course, we're playing 11-7. How did one of your filthy agents somehow steal one of our basic technological secrets? These may be the last words we speak in peace. It's from Babylon. Oh, I'm sorry. I swear I won't spy on you anymore. Okay, I better move my spy. Oh, Dito's saying Pedro's plotting against me. Okay, yes, we will. Okay. Oh, and they fell for the trap. Good deal. Okay. I gotta get my spy out of there before it's bad enough to I think I just moved back to China. It's bad enough to spy on people, but then to break a promise on top of it is pretty bad form. Okay, so here again though, what's happening over here? Let's move this guy here, and I think I'm just gonna run out. No, he's only got. Where's the rest of his army? If he's coming after me, he's gonna need way more than 2 or 3 units. Okay, so we want to hit this with all the units with the best promotions. Here's one of them right here. But I think I better... Okay, I'm going to peel off one more Troponin. Okay, so the other units with the best promotions are here. Boom, boom. And my Super Scout. Boom, boom. Oh, that's right. The let's just go to here. Go to here. Two. Four. Yeah, I think your advice, Eric, was good. You know, don't go throwing everything down to the south. Just kind of, you know, what do I need down there for defense? Peel it off as I need it. Keep the threat on Susa. Keep trying to get experience points there. Oh, come on. Montezuma, you need a new line. Montezuma. Taunting me again. He's still upset that I have his capital. I mean, that was like 2,000 years ago I took it. He should be over it by now. He's in grasp on Mizuka. Okay. Beijing. Okay, we finished. Oh, yeah. Okay, we've got our population. We also finished the ironworks, so our production is now to 37. It's great. for this era. Okay, and now we've got this flat salt. What type of terrain is this? Plains. Okay, so this guy's going to come up to here and shoot. This guy's going to shoot. And where are those Brazilian units? Here's a worker. That's bizarre. Yeah, I changed my mind and bring back the Triconia has more promotions because I think I'm more likely to be fighting in this area than down in Brazil. I think the Brazilians are I think I'm going to be able to deter them. We'll see. Let's see what's here. Okay, no Brazilians in this area. Good to know. Okay, so they're trapped. They'll come after that worker. Well, here's a Brazilian settler. That's up to no good. Yep, they came after it. Yeah, that's not good. I really don't want him to build on this river, but I think I found that settler too late to do anything about it. I do have a little bit of money. I can buy out a couple of hexes here. Let's see. Two. I think I better buy out best I can here. There's 110. Let's see. Yeah, not enough money to buy that next hex. And this guy can go here. Keep him from moving there and settling on the same turn. But with one unit, oh, I got a knight here. Oh, with the knight, let's see what's happening down here. Oh, well. Let's introduce the Sidonites to Ponus. 1, 2. I think I'll go through that. Let's see. Okay, this guy's coming down. Okay, this guy's gonna come up. This is my most experienced unit. The one that's closest to getting that promotion. This is the one that's second closest. So we'll get the next 2 hits, and then my super scout will get the last hit. And then we'll go back in tonight. Definitely doing a lot of pillaging. Thanks for that suggestion, Morbid Fates. I was definitely underappreciating the opportunity there. Oh, and there's another crossbowman. Okay, well, let's go sit up here and see what happens next. Barbarian camp shows up there. Okay, great. Okay, Wang Zhao is going to start that observatory now. Can I do anything to improve The, well, let's see. How badly do I want to keep the Brazilians from selling on this river? I think it's worth a try. I think I'm going to have to move my knight up here and see if I can help herd that settler somewhere else. Afraid I'm not there in time, but we'll see. Okay, Shanghai is... I got the cargo ship. He's going to transfer to Beijing and start shipping food back to Shanghai. And that will solve my food problem in Shanghai. Okay. Enemy spotted near Beijing. Oh, really? Oh, it's these guys again. Yeah, well, you, okay, where did the Brazilians go? Well, we're going to take a night for a stroll and see what we can find. Much as I would like a market here, let's see. Oh, what do I need for frigates? I need iron. Okay. And I sold all my iron. Okay, that's okay. I know where I can get some more right here. Okay. The frigates are going to have to wait until I get some more iron. What do I want to research next? Okay, so we have... Out of all these things, which one do I want the most? Not a lot on the way to scientific theory. There's not a lot here that I want. Notre Dame would be great if somebody already built it. On level 7, I pretty much never try to build a wonder because the other civs have beaten you to them. Well, let's start working our way up that chain. Okay, so if I don't want the Brazilians to build a city on this river, I gotta declare war on them. And we're friends, so that's a really bad diplomatic juju. Down the river, so what? I need to... Let's see if Evan might do that. No, I don't. Okay. Okay, this knight is going to go explore up that way. This guy is going to... Let's see if there's a big Brazilian army here somewhere. If there's a big Brazilian army, I just can't find it. So, let's... I think that we need to... resume thinking about our plans to take Susa. Which, well, it is 1:45. This is a good place for me to pause and kind of think about my options. So I think I'm going to pause my game for today, and we'll be back next Monday to see if I can finally do something spectacular. Well, I think the Shogunus have demonstrated their strength. The question is whether or not we can actually take a city. That's going to be tough because we haven't gotten the promotions yet that we wanted to be able to get the +1 range. I think maybe if we're sitting out here if the crossbowman comes out and let's do one more turn here. Let's see what else is over here. Any other units? No other units. I mean, this is the time. If we're gonna do it, this is the time to do it. Soon. Okay, if that crossbowman come out and take this guy, then I think I'd have a turn or two to go after Susa. Anyway, let's see what happens here. But I think Eric, you were instrumental in talking me off the ledge of just completely abandoning my campaign in the north based on some crazy rumors about the Brazilians, which I don't think have panned out. I think Dita was feeding me a line. That said, I think I'm going to keep this Choconu in reserve. And this guy is going to start shipping food to Shanghai. Food problem in Shanghai solved. Now, plus 13 food. Awesome. Awesome. And let's go. Oh, it's a missionary, not a cargo ship. I'm sitting at the scout's just sitting here waiting for him to send another caravan through this gap here. And maybe he just won't do that. Maybe the AI is smarter than I gave him credit. Okay, I am going to keep him from going here to settle. At least do that much. Try and push him one hex away. Okay. Oh, there. Pushed him another hex away. Oh, right. Ah, there they are. Okay, yeah, let's do another turn here. See what happens. Okay, city converted. Bavarian camp up there. Civilian captured. Yay. No caravans over there to pillage. Okay, so let's saunter down and see. No other units. Okay, so all he can fire at me with is the city. I mean, obviously I'm going to kill this crossbowman first, but be really good to get a couple of these guys in for extra XPs. Okay, so let's do okay, let's kill this guy as efficiently as we can. I think I just got that promotion. I saw a notice show up. Okay, now this guy is going to come. He's going to. I don't want to attack the worker. I want to move into the hex. So sometimes it's best to use the actual move command when you're doing this, so that it doesn't get confused. And then we're gonna. See, it's got one move for left. I should be able to fire at the city. Yeah, I did. Okay. This guy's going to come. This guy is going to come here, fire at the city. And this guy is going to come here, fire at the city. Oh, maybe not. Oh, he fired once already. Okay, that's fine. Very, very dangerous. These guys are just going to try and herd the settler north a little bit. And now this knight is down on the plains, so we can really go over here and see. Yeah, there's no Brazilian army marching on Tenochtitlan. Dido! Okay. I'm no longer going to keep that guy in reserve. He's coming back up to where the fun is happening. Okay, so this is pretty dangerous. There could be a whole bunch of guys up here just ready to pour down on me. I think it's time to come up here and help block. Blockers. I liked your term for them, Morbid. This guy, he'll make great general to here, so he's within protection range of that, of the pikeman. And let's, since we're given Susa targets, let's give them some more targets. And we got spotters on the back into Susa. We don't have to rely on the knight for that. For now. Okay, yeah, we can't. But now we're in the middle of a major assault. Okay. So let's go here. Guess that's a good spot for him. It's like, how risky do I want to be? Do I put him up here, make it so that he can't reinforce Susa? I think this guy blocking the line. No, I think he's fine right where he's at. I don't really want to lose another knight. Okay, this is a big turn. Let's see what Susa does. They're gonna fire. He's gonna fire one of my units. Oh, he didn't fire at Chakonu. He fired at a pikeman. Dude, don't you know where the damage is gonna come from? Oh, there's a caravan. Go try and raid that. Let's see, where's it going? It's heading back to town. Did my knight get there? No, then I'm in range of Persepolis. That's really bad. Okay, I got a promotion. I got the +1 range promotion. Woohoo! So, this guy can fire at Susa without having to get within the 2 range. Okay, I mean, one dude's on it to make a difference, but let's unload on this on Susa and see what happens. Boom, boom, boom. Let's do a pillage here. And go here. Basically sacrificing this pikeman to keep the Persians from reinforcing. Oh, and here's a. See, where's this guy going? Look at the Ragusa. No, that's not gonna get the caravan. Okay. Well, I found out where his caravans are. Okay, so the. Oh my God, where's he going with that? Brazil is. He wants to settle this. Where does he want to settle? I don't know. That is so weird. So this is such a waste of manpower having to like herd this settler. But at least I got him off the river. So if he settles somewhere, it's going to be a horrible spot. There could be another settler over there. Who knows what's happening anyway. Now we're all the way up here. Okay. Now we're really watching the borders nicely here. Okay. Pikeman is bombarded, and so we're going to attack the pikeman. Okay, it is. Well, it is almost 1, and I'd like to go over past 1, but I can't today because my wife needs the room. So we're gonna leave it on a cliffhanger. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave it on a cliffhanger. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you for stopping by. Hello, B-Town MC. Thank you everybody for stopping by. Anybody's still listening out there today in Twitch land. It was really nice to have you come by. I love this game, and I hope you enjoyed hanging out and chatting and doing the Twitch thing. All right. Thanks very much. I'll see you again next week, Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific time here on Gen Con TV. Thanks to Marcus Mays, our technical producer. Thanks to Tanil Lovett, our graphics, our Gen Con TV art director. Thanks to Sarah Moore, our social media princess, and Danny Kennedy, Gen Con social media princess, and also Steve Connor, who is always there helping me with all sorts of stuff, everything that I need done. He is he's so amazing. All right, we're going. I'm going to do the